Hello, Neon Lights audience. Welcome to our Monsterhearts one-shot. It is the final day of Pride Month, so we are preparing you for Wrath Month starting tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna finish out with some Pride. And I have a lovely cast here with me today who I would love to all introduce themselves before we jump into our game. And I am going to go in overlay order and start with. Am I going to point the right way if I do this? Or am I going to be the opposite way? No, the opposite way. It's Janie.
I'm first again. Hi, everybody. I'm Janie. I am playing my character, whose name I forgot already,
Rowan.
Rowan. And I'm really glad to be here. And hi again. And hi.
Where can we find you, JD?
JDPot7575 on social media. I play games, as many as will have me. And I'm here tonight. And I will try to post when I'm online. I don't always remember. I barely remember, but I'll try to.
All right, let's take it down to Corn Dog.
I know where the mute button is on the Discord. Hello everyone, it's me, Corndog McGraw. I will be playing Becky the Witch. And you can catch me on the internet at Corndog McGraw. It's angry out there today. Make sure you have space for that before seeking me out.
Bailey.
I'm trying to tweet at the same time. I'm Bailey. I'll be playing the character Theo. You can find me online at like Skepsis most places, or Skepsis_re. I also play in another campaign here on the Neon Lights channel, Chimeron, that's on every other Saturday. So not this Saturday, but the one after. JD is also in that campaign. Yeah, so I'm excited to do some cool charity streaming for the community and put our anger into helpful situations for people across the Americas.
And in the other corner, Steven.
Me. Yes, I'm Steven. You can find me online at DJ Stevosaurus. I will be playing Edmund tonight. And you can find me on a couple of Neon Lights roleplay shows, A Blade's Will, as your friendly neighborhood dog tour, which also features Janie sometimes. And then an upcoming show that I think is being kept secret, so I'm not saying anything yet.
I am Max. In this stream, I will be playing everyone that the four of them aren't playing. I myself use he, they pronouns. You can find me on the internet at Arcane Goth. I'm on the every other Tuesday Yiddish fantasy inspired campaign on this channel with Janie also. And today we are raising some money for the Pride Community Center of North Central Florida. This Pride Month, but also always, it seems, queer folks in Florida are really in need of our help. So please check out that charity link that Nightbot has been tossing into chat every so often in chat. Now, to get the game started or whatever, this is my first time actually GMing on this channel, to get the game started or whatever, I'm gonna take everyone to a town much smaller than some of the ones that you see on TV when you think of America. There are no big shining lights here, not yet. No traffic jams, no skyscrapers reaching into the sky. In Wellwood, Oregon, things are small and quaint for the most part. Those of you who have lived here your whole life know that this is an everybody knows everybody town. You know, you can get to Portland if you're doing something big, but you're quite far removed from all of the action, and most people are concerned with themselves and with one another around here. There's one high school in the town of Wellwood, Oregon, which is aptly named Wellwood High. And just about every teenager who isn't homeschooled, or perhaps, off doing who knows what with other family members in other towns, is a student here, and that includes all of you. You have just returned from a break that has taken place in the early part of June to accommodate your final exams. And now you just have to do a few more days of school before you can go to prom, graduate, and get on with your summers. You all share a homeroom class together, and you hear the voice of your principal speaking over the loudspeaker. He is an older gentleman, probably should have retired already, but he's kept strong, being pretty well liked, if just because he doesn't involve himself too much among the students. And he says, after the regular announcements, hello, lumberjacks. This is Principal G. Just coming to talk to you guys about a few things. We know that the prom is coming up, and in your classroom there is a little bit of a chatter, of course, just as your supervising teacher just continues on with the attendance. But people lean to each other's desks and begin to discuss their plans. We would like to remind you all that there is no attendance of the prom if you do not take attendance in school that day. If you skip school the day of prom, you will not be allowed into the event. There will not be exceptions made. Ladies, if you have your hair appointments, please make them after school hours. Thank you. It sounds like he's gonna go off, and you hear some little mumblings. Congratulations on all of you for nearly completing the year. And then the announcements. The announcements head off. You have a few minutes before people disperse to classes, but you can overhear some other people's conversations. Let's start with perhaps some of your own. Stephen, Edmund is perhaps a little bit of a social butterfly. Where within the classroom does Edmund tend to sit, and what is he doing during homeroom?
So describing him first, Edmund is kind of on the leaner side. He's taller, but kind of scrawny. Scruffy blonde hair that kind of goes down to right about here, right about chin level. Despite the summer, he is wearing like this old baggy orange sweatshirt and some ripped jeans. But he probably sits at a different spot every day in homeroom. It's one of the things people do slightly get annoyed with him about is he just doesn't pay attention, picks a seat, and then people congregate around him. So he's again picked a random spot, probably was not paying attention to the announcement either, just writing in his notebook as he kind of looks up and seeing everybody starting to disperse. And, oh, is it time to go already then?
Among the dispersing students, perhaps you see, let me pick on Corndog next. What does Becky look like, and what is she doing in kind of the end of her homeroom, like little mini time?
Becky has the same wardrobe style choices as the art teacher here at the school. She is dressed like a 53-year-old art teacher who just really wants to spurn the government and also just invigorate the youth of tomorrow. So same look to that. She's also when in the homeroom, she's leaned back, feet kicked up, constantly told to put them down. But when she does, you hear the crinkle of wrappers in her lap. She's snacking. She's got a case of the munchies. may have come in just a little stoned today. And she's here, present at school. All right. And when that bell rang, she's like, "Whew, goodness, I ran out of my snacks." And she'd just start heading towards her locker.
Okay. Out by the lockers. Bailey, how does Theo keep their locker? And let's talk about their new look, perhaps.
Yeah, so Theo, Theo's locker is definitely very like sparse and organized. They probably have most of their things electronically as much as possible instead of having like physical binders or textbooks or things like that. Theo is pretty tall, probably around like 5'11 ish. Slimmer ish build, definitely not muscular in any kind of way, like, not an athletic person. Kind of chestnut colored hair that kind of they wear back. Their pronouns are they, them. They have a bit of a like natural tanned skin, and yeah, I think my specific description is their smoldering attractiveness. So yeah, Theo kind of comes across as a kind of a little bit like reserved. Yeah, I don't think that they would normally go to their locker, but if they're specifically going to go try to casually talk to somebody, they'd go to their locker because they probably just have all their stuff on their person.
You can just be walking by. The lockers are in the hallway. Where Max went to school, there are no lockers because they don't have them in New York City public schools to try to avoid drugs. So I've never had a locker. Yes. So flooding out of homeroom, we have Becca heading towards her locker. We have Edmund coming out of the room. Theo coming out of the room, and you catch wind of a conversation happening behind. Rowan, as you are going to leave your homeroom classroom, you get stopped by the teacher that oversees your class, just to do your homeroom attendance on this scheduled block. Someone that you're very familiar with, Miss Olson. And she taps you to stop you from leaving and just gestures you like to the side of the door to discuss. Let us know what Rowan looks like, how she is dressed today.
Today, Rowan is oh my gosh, why can't I describe her? She looks like her size is just too perfect. Her limbs, her everything is just way creepily too perfect, like a doll or a mannequin or something.
In Monsterhearts? So
I
yeah.
mean, she's like average human size. Even her skin tone is just this perfectly clear brown. Just way too perfect, but she's kind of dressed like she's in the 80s a little. Maybe it's a style choice.
Hey, it's in right now. Personal style is important and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Miss Olson is a woman in her early 50s. Her hair is short and a little bit thinning, but you can tell that she tries to keep the volume by using a lot of hairspray. And she says, Rowan, did you finish filling out the paperwork for your prom queen application?
Yes, I did it right here.
You have it?
Yes, here it is. I did it in the exact pen you told me to use, and I wrote everything you told me to. And the kind of like very tense, nervous look on her face dissipates to an eerier sort of calm as she takes it. You all in the hallway, so long as you choose to look, can see this exchange. It is not being actively hidden in any way. She goes, that's just lovely. And she takes it and like looks at the front, she flips it over and looks at the back and takes
a pen from her pocket and scribbles her signature on it. Because it's a little bit, and blows on the ink to make it dry. A little bit of a late entry, but I've already informed the office that this is going on. I'm sure that you'll be a shoo-in, honey. And she folds the paper in 3 and says, why don't you go ahead and bring this to the office to me? I actually have a class to teach in 5. Thank you, dear.
Okay, I'll take it right there.
Okay.
And Rowan does. She takes the paper and just starts toward the office. It's like, hold.
Yeah, you know where the main office is. I think I would venture pretty much everyone who goes to the school knows where the main office is. Yeah, you bring it in. The staff is familiar with the students here. It's a small town, a small graduating class, probably like of about 200 in your class. So pretty small. And so they greet you and say hello, and they're happy to take the paperwork from you. All right. That being said, does anyone have any like particular school things that they want to do or administrative things they'd like to do before I bring us to lunch hour?
No, I have to go straight to class because that's what I was told to do, and I
Of
do
course.
it.
I think Theo would go to class unless somebody prompted them to skip. And then they'd be like, oh, all right. Like, just agree. So.
But we're not supposed to skip class, Theo.
Oh, no, they wouldn't suggest it. If someone else did, they do it, but they just go to class.
We're not supposed to skip class. We're supposed to go to class.
Oh, right. You were just following me, right? Okay, I forgot that you were just there.
I'm in your class, apparently.
It's fine. I think Theo likes the familiarity of somebody that they don't have to talk to necessarily, but they always could sit beside in class without having to like worry about who they're sitting around.
That ADHD body doubling is like
Yeah, definitely front of class
superb.
though. Oh, actually, no, probably way back of class. Actually.
Should we do a class? Do you guys want to do a class?
Oh God.
It'll be drama.
Oh, okay, sure. I could do drama.
I'm in for
Corndog,
drama.
Janie and Steven. I'm not actually gonna teach a class, but I'll do a scene in a class.
Oh, if we're not gonna actually do a class, no. Yeah, no. Edmund probably forgets
I was
and like
formerly a working actor. I could teach the class.
I had to put it on my college application because it's really good to have a well-rounded college application, and I really have to get to the same school that Ms. Olsen got into because it's important for her.
Theo is definitely like on the tech side of the drama class, so not the acting part of it, but like the doing the lights and setting up that kind of thing.
Yeah,
because that's also what I did.
Yeah. No, at this point in your schooling, Mr. Engel's drama classes are about half people that are like really into theater and half people that just like Mr. Engel and want a fun place to hang out for
That's why
class
I'm there.
during the day.
I'm not there for actual class. I'm
Yes.
there because I know I can get an easy A and my teacher will let me stick around.
Yeah, Mr. Engel is like an early 30-something dude with those like kind of hip, like squarish shaped glasses. And as you come in, Becky, he says, Becky, you smell a little loud. You want some gum?
I would absolutely love some gum.
And he reaches over into his desk and opens a drawer, pulls out a pack of spearmint gum, and offers you. Are you getting a...
Gotta be able to blow bubbles.
That's incredible.
it's called method acting.
All right.
You know,
somebody-
mystery, I am a method actor to my core.
Somebody could turn Corn Pop into an actual like monster.
But I have to practice my monologue. I have this monologue from this 1983 school play, and I have to learn it perfectly.
Are you looking to learn that with someone? Because it should not be me.
Oh, but I would love to.
I love how like blank Jamie is. um, is Edmund in this class?
You're all in this class. It's
Yeah,
it's a one shot.
Edmund absolutely did not sign up for this class, but he just kept coming here. And rather than tell him where to go, the administration is like, just fuck it, just put drama down. He's not going to understand math anyway, so he doesn't, just save it.
Wow. Okay. I would say Theo is definitely like meandering around the outer circle that is Edmund.
A
Orbiting
small
around this
orbit
person.
around him.
Because I assume that there's just like a lot of people all the time, just like around
Yeah.
Edmund.
I think people have come to talk to you, Edmund, and you have friends in all circles, including all of these lovely folks who you know and like, much to the chagrin of some of the other people that you hang out with. One of the people that comes up to you today is one of the people who is a hangout in this class and a not serious about theater person in this class. And her name is Alexa, and she is nearing your height. She is a butch lesbian on the wrestling team, and she has come to you with a piece of paper, and it is kind of like folded up just in a way like the same size as that office paper that Rowan just took in. As well, they told me that I cannot run for Prom King, and I need to run for Prom King. And that I cannot run for Prom King, and I need to run for Prom Queen if I'm gonna run. And she puts the piece of paper.
Fair. You're like a total daddy. I don't get it.
That's what I said, and then they said, "Get out of the office." So I left. I figured it would be better to just come here. I think it's because Theo's, the new company that's just moved into town is, like, sponsoring some sports junk for next year.
Shouldn't it just be, like, prom royalty?
And someone else in Edmund's circle chimes in and says, "Yeah, that would make a lot more logical sense."
And then Theo fades into the background because somebody spoke to them.
I mean, I think Rowan is a shoo-in anyway. That's what I've heard.
Like, why?
Figure wave.
It should be you and Rowan.
I
Like,
mean, for
as the
Queen.
royalty,
That's
I
why
think
I
you
was
go-
gonna run for King in the first place.
Right. Would you like me to go talk to them?
Nah, I think it's better to, revenge is best served cold and all that.
Who's our student body president?
Your student body president is a, very, have you ever seen Never Have I Ever?
No.
Okay. Just like a very, like, on top of it, forward-thinking robotics team, AP classes, like resume builder, kind of student. I need to make up a name for this person. Let's call them Brandy.
Brandy. Okay. I guess Theo would pipe up again a little bit, just be like, have you spoken to Brandy about it? Or like the secretary, treasurer, or something?
Yeah, because the secretary is gonna do something about it. I'm sorry, have you always been in this class? You look super familiar, but I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, dude.
It's Theo. Yeah.
Theo. Yeah, Theo, the secretary, definitely not gonna help.
I meant like the student body secretary, the person who like takes the minutes and things.
No, I haven't asked them. I definitely can. Mr. Engel, I'm going to student body office. He says, okay. And then we...
Mr. Engel, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, make friends.
Okay.
Take the pass. Take the pass. And he points at the his homemade hall pass, which is covered with stickers and student drawings, which is like velcroed up to the wall near the door.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm just going to walk to the student affairs office or wherever these people are that said a butch lesbian could not run.
So the office that denied it allegedly is like the actual like school office.
Excellent. I want to go up there.
Okay. Are you attempting to accompany Alexa who just left? No? Okay. Alright. So you're heading to the regular school office. Are you busting in and speaking before you can be spoken to, or are you following
No, so I'm not
convention?
trying to go in here and actually talk to an adult. I'm trying to go in here and steal something from an adult, something of personal value of theirs. Because I might consider like hexing them later on or something. I don't know, I'm just feeling inspired. Rage. My daddy lesbian friend.
Okay, so, yeah, you come into the office. As, like, procedure, you would just be greeted by someone at the desk who says, hi, Rebecca. Can we help you? Are you looking for someone?
Oh, I have an appointment. Apparently it's about, I don't know, everyone's perceived notion of how I smell. And I'm supposed to chat with dean of students about it or something.
And she looks rather surprised, and she says, and starts, typing on her computer to go, through the, appointments, and she says, we don't have you.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll just walk right in. I can explain it. It's a new natural deodorant. Like if I have 20 seconds of his time, I'll explain it to him. It's my mom. She's
those Oregon ladies for sure.
Mm-hmm. It'll just be real quick.
Yeah, I don't think he has anyone right now.
Yeah, okay, bye. And I just go walk into his office.
Okay. Time to. Can I just get a quick keep your cool? Just for that lie.
What is that?
That is, you roll with your cold stat. So 2d6 plus or minus whatever you have in cold.
Yeah. Okay. Why did I choose to be the hot one and not the cold?
Your time
I'm the cold one.
Someone did redeem channel points for a +2 or -2 to a player roll. So if you failed, I am happy to give it to you.
I rolled 1 die and it was a 5.
No, you need to roll 2 die.
Oh,
and then you add them up.
-1. Okay, so okay. I know how this works. So 5 + 4, 9 -1 is 8.
Okay, so that's still 7 to 9. So I will tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it. So the consequence of this is that you have convinced this secretary that you really did like have a meeting about this issue, However, you also will now have like an adult with continued concern about you on your back for the rest of the school year, who's going to be keeping a closer eye on you in the coming days.
Okay.
So yeah, do you still want to follow through with that, or would you like to back down?
No, I'm gonna follow through with it.
All right, cool.
I don't know what
So-
this adult means. I don't know how to
So-
play games.
Cordog said, no rules.
The rules, fuck it.
That's pretty much how I play TTRPGs. So
Yes. And I'd like to be able to walk into the Dean of Students' office. I don't know if they're in there or not. I'm kind of hoping they're not.
Yeah, because you didn't have an appointment, it appears as if he has just left recently. You can still see that his like cup of coffee is there, half drank. Maybe he's gone to the bathroom or something, but he is out right now.
I know how important coffee is to adults. I'm gonna slam the rest of his coffee, for myself. And then I'm gonna look for his car keys, and if I can't find the car keys, I'm just going to assume that his lack of caffeination is my sympathetic token for the day.
I'm trying to figure out what I would have you roll to try to find his car keys.
Volatile?
But I argue dark because I'm using this to gain a hex on him.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to use a move. I will let you roll with dark because you're doing it for a dubious purpose.
I'm doing it to cause problems on purpose. 11.
Wowza. Okay. So it's not like someone tries to hide that kind of stuff in their own office. Like, it's his car keys. He needs those pretty frequently, at least twice a day, to go to work and to go home. So you find them pretty much
Can I
right.
just steal the house key then?
How do
So
you
that way
know?
he could potentially leave this place not realizing it's not on there.
Yeah, you can.
Depending on how like zonked out of it he is after dealing with students all day.
You can take just what appears to be the house key off of the key ring, because the car keys have like the car symbol on it, so you know which ones. Or I don't drive. As established, I'm from New York. But yeah.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna go back to class.
Okay, that's all you're taking.
Yep.
Half of his coffee into your stomach.
No, all of it. I'm slamming it like at.
Well, he drank the first half, so
that's
you are
right,
taking
yeah.
the other half. And his house key, and okay, and you're heading back to your class. Mr. Engel has started his like fake version of his last week of class lesson, in a class that doesn't have any statewide tests or anything like that, which is basically you have all been handed a worksheet with questions on it, and he is playing a recording of a live performance of Twelfth Night on the smartboard, and you are supposed to answer very basic questions about what is going on in the play, but also if you don't do it, it's kind of fine. Was that you raising your hand or just
Oh, I was just itching my forehead. Sorry.
Okay, cool. I didn't know. I did not know. I am a hand raiser, so I didn't know if you were doing it.
You're fine, you're fine. I think Theo would kind of Theo was going to ask Edmund if like they were gonna be like, were you going to try out for Prom King Queen royalty situation? I thought you were. Are you?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I think, and he kind of digs around in his backpack, which is half trash, half just snacks. And yet there's this crumpled, unfilled out piece of paper. I guess I'm not.
I think you can hand it in today still.
Not really a big fan of being king. That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
I think you just have to dance.
gonna do that anyways.
Cool. Yeah, I think Rowan said they were doing it. I don't it's kind of like a popularity contest, right?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't know. It seems really important to her, like really important. So yeah, I guess I was trying to figure out like super awkward. It was like super awkward. I guess I was trying to figure out if I needed to like vote for like you or Rowan, or if I had to split it, or I guess maybe it didn't matter because I don't know. Well, I guess if you aren't allowed to be prom queen, apparently.
I think you can vote for one queen and one king. That makes sense, right? That's two. You just
Yeah. I guess
had it trying to put this together.
Theo's tried to be like, I didn't know if you were going to try out for either prom king or prom queen. Like, Theo does think that like either should be fine for pretty much anybody that just wanted the title, but also just using it as an excuse to talk to you.
Well, that would be fun. What if we rigged the votes so I won queen and Alexa won king? No, but then Rowan couldn't win.
Rowan could still win queen, I guess.
Well, no, I was thinking if we wanted to stick it to the man, if I won queen and Alexa won king, they would not like that in the slightest.
Yeah,
So we can rig the votes. This is America. We can rig votes.
Yeah, I guess that's actually true. Well, I mean, I guess we could talk to Rowan about it. I feel like, well, okay. So I think, you know how Rowan's kind of been on this like weird edge the entire semester, or like I guess the year, about just, I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know if she actually wants to sit. It seems like it's like a responsibility, you know?
Oh, like somebody's forcing her to do it.
Yeah,
That's
or like expectation. Yeah. So I don't know if she actually wants to be prom queen, or if it's just like,
We could talk to her.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Talk to her, and then I guess I don't see Becky, so I'm like, Becky would have probably been a good person to start planning to rig a vote. Are we rigging a vote right now?
I
Are we
think
plotting
this
against
is an
the school?
appropriate time for Becky to be re-entering the classroom.
Thanks for that gum. It was great. I just stick the gum to a desk. Not even mine, just one I'm walking past.
You know they don't pay to have those cleaned.
I know, I'll do it in detention next week.
There is no next week.
Great, I'll do it in detention next fall.
Aren't you graduating?
Aren't you graduating?
Am I graduating?
Suddenly, sounds like it's not her problem.
Sounds like you're not. This is me, Bailey, saying that, not Theo.
Well, maybe.
As this goes
Okay,
on,
I'll take it off, and I take it off, and I just like stick it to the hand of the next person. Here you go.
and he
Gross.
takes the hand sanitizer from his desk and makes you come over so he can put some of it on your hands.
You?
As this is going on, Rowan is... I'm wondering, is Rowan more intent on like watching Theo, or more intent on completing the schoolwork and actually doing the worksheet?
Doing the
or-
worksheet.
Okay, so then you have not overheard this
No.
conversation that's been happening regarding you thus far. But
No.
Becky, you are welcome to join the group when you come in, if you so please.
Yeah, I feel like
Admin
Theo
will
kind of
just
like
kind of-
gestures. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Theo's like subtly like come this way, and Edmund's just, we're committing fraud.
I don't think it's called fraud. Is it called fraud? I feel like it's just called
Is it frogs?
Should I
Is it
put on
called
Les Mis
frogs?
instead? I can put Les Mis
yes.
on. Okay.
Ooh, yes.
And,
So we're conspiring, I guess.
What are we conspiring? Who are we conspiring against?
The man.
My favorite. Not
So-
like as a people, but as a conspiracy.
So you know how there's the bullshit that Alexa can't be prom king.
Yes.
Theo and I have decided, fuck that, bad idea. So we were thinking, as a complete middle finger, rig the vote so that I would win prom queen and Alexa would win prom king. I do already have a dress I can wear. Don't ask why.
Yeah.
Actually,
and if you
actually-
need any wigs, I have you covered.
And cover this?
Dresses are
Absolutely
normal.
not.
That's fair. That's fair.
But the one problem we have is that Rowan seems really interested in winning, and I don't want to hurt her feelings.
She's been like following me around a bunch lately, and it feels like the vibe's off with like she's being pressured or something. I don't know if she actually wants it. I mean, I don't want to mess up her whole thing if she does actually genuinely want it, but yeah.
Rowan, I would say, given that the movie that's playing in class is being switched over, you would not have a worksheet to be filling out right now. So you are welcome to start listening in on the conversation, or jump in if you so please.
What are you talking about?
You
Me? Oh, I'm going to be prom queen.
should we into the hallway quickly?
I can
We
just
have
turn
to.
the volume up on the TV.
Trust me, I don't think teacher cares.
Okay, cool. Well, Edmund, why don't you take this one?
Yes. So we have a proposition. Not really a proposition. I don't have anything to offer. We have an idea. So
We would like your insights.
yes,
Thoughts.
perfect. The people in charge said Alexa can't run for prom king, which is stupid. People should be able to run for what they want. Yes.
Yes.
Good. So we were thinking to shove it in their faces to help rig the votes so that Alexa becomes prom king and that I would be prom queen, since they wouldn't let me run for that.
No, I have to be prom queen.
That was like the other part of the question, because you know how Edmund said,
Prom
doing what you should be able to do what you want, right? So
I- prom queen.
You have to be, but do you want to be?
There is no other option. I must be prom queen.
What-
Quick question. Why? Why?
Because Miss Olsen says I have to.
Miss Olsen's like your mom.
She says I
What?
have to be prom queen. I have to be prom queen.
What class does Miss Olsen teach, real quick?
She does health and like some of the gym classes,
right? Yeah.
I was trying to think of something real stupid for Edmund to say. Health-wise. Oh god.
Hey, I mean,
I'm
there's
frozen.
the joke from School of Rock, which I don't totally agree with, but it is funny in the movie, which is that those who can't do teach, those who can't teach gym.
That's true. Miss Olsen also says that dogs can't look up, and that's patently not true.
I have to be prom queen.
Okay.
What'll happen if you're not?
Can you roll shut someone down for me, Janie?
Yes. What is that plus?
That is with cold. Some cold rolls tonight.
Despite the temperatures.
It is matching my air conditioning, not the outside.
True.
Okay, come on, let me roll this. I'm using a roller. Sorry, she's being so stubborn.
No, it makes perfect sense for your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, it does make sense. Our goal is to break through to you.
Goodness, nothing is working for me, right? Okay, no, it's going to work. You know why? Because I'm playing Rowan, and she says it's going to work. And that's how things work, correct?
Yes, correct.
Exactly. Okay, a cold is -1, so
I think Theo is looking at Becky really pointedly as Rowan is like trying to process through our proposition to her.
Yeah, and at some point, I think just while you guys are talking, you see Alexa re-enter the classroom. But instead of going over to you guys, she goes over to talk to Mr. Angle for a while. Mr. Angle is, of course, sporting his little, like, ally pin with the he/him pronouns on it. So you know that he's there for this. And so they're having like a quiet discussion, kind of just like right outside the door of the classroom. He goes with her to talk for a few minutes.
so I got a 3.
Okay, so you can mark. It probably won't come up, but you can mark XP for a failure.
Okay.
Yeah. So despite all of your protests, I think the rest of you are pretty unconvinced that this is something that Rowan like truly wants in their own heart. And if anything, the doubling down is seeming concerning.
From my backstory, I know that Becky is a witch, right?
Yes, I believe that is where some of your strings come from.
Yeah, because Becky has a string on me.
Yes. Yep.
And I also have one on her because I think that's...
Yeah, Becky has
I
two
have 2
strings on
strings
you,
on
and
you
you
because
have
I
one
know
string
yours.
on Becky.
Okay. I think Theo kind of makes pointed eye contact with Becky and will look for an opportunity. Theo's real good at just sinking into shadows, like just like disappearing into the background. We'll wait for an opportunity to have a side conversation with Faye.
Becky's going to open a bag of sun chips circa 2020 to kind of obscure the potential conversation that we're having.
Are they the original flavor of Sun Chips, or are they one of the offshoot flavors?
They are garden salsa for sure.
Slay! Okay.
For legal purposes, I think we should call them moon chips, and
Listen,
it can be
I'm really
lawn
passionate
chipotle.
about
And
the
pico
ones,
de
the
gallo
sweet
flavored.
chili, the purple bag one. There's a sweet. I like really am passionate about Sun Chips, but I digress.
Sun
Javier.
chip,
I'm passionate
sun
about
chip
chips
hour.
in general. I get it.
I did have garden salsa chips for dinner, by the way, so this is hitting home.
Nice.
So as Theo's tried to concentrate through the sound anxiety of someone chewing chips loudly beside them.
Well, I don't know if you know about the bags. They tried to make the bags postable, and they were louder than standing in the New York City subway. Like,
That's loud.
the noise pollution of them caused that compostable bag to get canceled. So it's just like, and it's just so loud.
So Theo's trying real hard to concentrate, and it's just like, I think maybe we could. The only person that could convince Rowan of this would be Miss Olsen, and I think somebody maybe has the ability to convince Miss Olsen of something. Pointed eye contact.
I don't have the ability to convince Miss Olsen of something. I have the ability to turn the house of our lovely Dean of Students into a house of illusions. That's what I have the ability to do. I don't have anything on Miss Olsen.
Okay. If I were to get something on her, would you be able to do something with that?
I could try. I feel like it might work better if I do it, but at the same time, we could just go have a conversation with him. You know I'm really hard to lie to.
Yeah, but she also sucks. Like, she really sucks as a person. So I also still don't know if it's Rowan's mom. I can't tell. But we could try talking to her if you want to try talking to her. Tell her to stop making Rowan be prom queen.
Yeah. Pro Rowan making their own choices.
Mm-hmm. Or I guess the alternative to that is convincing Rowan that she doesn't have to listen to her mom. I might be able to do that. I have a string on Rowan. What am I allowed to do with that?
So basically you can like pull a string for like a sort of not advantage in like the D&D sense, but like for advantage on like a roller, like trying to get that person that you have a string on to do what you want. In general, it helps things go your way.
Okay, cool. I don't think Rowan's tack would be to like pressure Rowan into making a decision or like, being the other person telling her what to do. I don't think Thea wants to do that. So I think instead they would try and approach it in the angle of like self-confidence, like building your own, like being able to talk back to somebody. Theo's not good at doing that, but might be able to tell Rowan that she could do it if it was to help Edmund out. Also, yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
you're welcome to do that. I have sent you like a definitive list of like the different ways a string can be used. So I would say this would either be tempt them to do what you want, in which case Rowan, Rowan / Janie would get an experience point in exchange for doing that, or add one to your roll against them. So you might be using, depending on how you approached that conversation, shut someone down or keep your cool. And I just realized that this is literally on the player sheet, and I could have just said look on the player sheet. Yeah, you can use shut someone down, keep your cool, whatever is with the vibe of the conversation that you're gonna have, and you could add +1 to your roll. That could also be utilized in pulling that string. And then the
Cool.
string goes away once you use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think this is a good use of it. I think the other would maybe wait until after class. Doesn't want to embarrass Rowan or anything like that. Doesn't want to put her in a situation where she would be like upset. Because you said it was going to be lunch next. After this period,
yeah.
right?
I was gonna skip to lunch for similar conversations. So you can absolutely do this. We can just fade into your lunch hour, and you can take it from there.
Cool. I don't think Theo eats, so it's just going to be sitting kind of awkwardly at the table.
Lots of
waiting
people
for
don't
Rowan to
eat
sit down.
lunch at school, so that's not pegged as weird or anything.
Cool, good.
But I will ask that you get your lunch and just let me have it.
I feel like maybe it's a tradition now where Theo sits down with a tray and just pushes it across the table to Becky to eat.
Thank you.
So, Rowan, do you have a date for prom yet?
No, not yet.
Are you planning to ask somebody?
I wasn't. I don't know who I'm asking yet.
Okay. That seems pretty, as far as like traditional prom situations go, seems pretty important, cool.
Well, supposedly
Good.
I'm supposed to have somebody ask me, but that didn't happen. Well, nobody on the list asked me anyway. Then that didn't happen, so I don't.
Nobody on the
I'm-
list? Who's on the
Nope.
list?
Can we change the subject, please? What
For
are you
sure,
worried about?
definitely.
Becky's gonna catalog that in the back of her mind, though, that somewhere there could be a physical list.
Pepperidge
I
Farms.
just kind of want to know what that's about.
Yeah, I
probably-
want to know
I'm
who's
not gonna
on that
go for
list.
it, but it's like,
It's probably in the
if
notebook.
at any point Rowan wrote the list down or like put a last name that wasn't her own next to her name, she's gonna start like looking over the shoulder for like doodles of other people potentially.
She's got her notebook, and in it is it's not in her handwriting though. It's a list of like the popular guys in school.
Are you showing this to them, or is this just
Oh.
context for us as players?
It's open.
Okay.
It's there? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So in Rowan's notebook, you see in like stern, almost typewriter handwriting, kind of like a list of many students' names that you recognize. You know, these are people in your class that you've had classes with for 4 years.
Is
None of
Edmund's name in
you-
there?
Edmund's name is not on there. Every single person there is a football player or a baseball player, a very like stereotypical
Sports kid.
male team athlete.
And these are people Rowan does not spend time with ever.
Yeah. You maybe have exchanged pleasantries with a few of these people, but that's really the extent of your interactions with them, Rowan.
Rowan, do you know what the term Stockholm Syndrome it means?
No?
Okay. Well, this doesn't seem like a conversation for lunchtime, but also it seems like maybe the best time to have it. Does anybody else get the vibe that maybe it's like cool intervention time?
Does the
So that-
notebook have that typical old lady smell that like
Yeah.
real crotchety old women have?
I feel like we get handouts in gym class sometimes for things, and we know exactly what like.
Well, yeah, 'cause there's the permission slip that they make you do to learn about certain topics. Maybe that's also a New York thing.
Oh no, I remember those. Yeah,
You
I know
remember
what
the
you're talking
permission
I
about.
slip?
remember that entirely because I had to bring those to school to be like, I can't participate in my classes anymore. Goodbye. I missed so many important subjects.
All I can imagine is you dancing off screen, like the end scene in Spaceballs, where the bug alien is like, "Hello, my baby, my darling," and like tap dances off the counter.
The frog.
Maybe alien.
Okay, so I think Theo's had a dawning realization, is making some leaps, but is having the dawning realization that Rowan is possibly being manipulated in like a not cool parental almost abuse fashion, and is just kind of having this like brain moment of like, oh god, am I the person that has to deal with this?
I actually want to give you a little bit of a tip, just given that you are a vampire. Not that these people around you know this, but you now are, and this is something new to you. But given what you eat, you know, it's like a vampire in a lot of senses is like an apex predator, and you know what your prey looks like, and you don't sense the like warmth or like pulse of a human being in Rowan either.
I feel like maybe that's been wigging them out for a while now.
I think you guys just came back from this this like break that you guys had for finals, so you weren't able to notice it before your vampirism, but now that this is a new thing that you are experiencing, maybe that's what has put you on edge today.
Okay, cool. Rowan.
Yes.
I think okay, so you're planning to go to like what school are you planning to go to?
The local university.
The local university? Okay, so like tech. Okay. Are you know what looks really good on an application and for like hiring purposes after school finishes, that you can't like just put on paper but is in part of like communicating with people? It's the ability to say no.
It's not in my book anywhere.
Yeah, no, this is like
Me neither, Rowan. Me neither.
there's not a manual for it. That'd be pretty sweet if there was, because I would definitely be all over that. But
Rowan,
Okay.
I need to know. You know I love you. I just need to know why all of a sudden you're living your life out of a book / hideous manual. It's on because I can smell it, and most of the time I can't smell beyond me. So I just need to know why you're reading out of that book, and I am going to cast a spell while I'm talking, just kind of belaboring the point. I wanna cast Ring of Lies.
Oh shit.
I have 2 strings on Rowan.
You do. You have a sympathetic token that you can use. You just have a string. Wait, let me
Those are only tokens that I can use.
wait, hold on. Enjoy 2 strings on Rowan. You can still cast the spell. I believe you can still cast the spell. Especially you are sitting there with Rowan, so
Yes,
you
with this notebook that they're now living their life
you have the notebook, so I would say I would allow that. Yeah. So, Ring of Lies for the audience. Whenever the person attempts to lie, they hear a piercing ringing noise. Big lies will often make their knees buckle and disorient them. Severe lies can cause harm or even, we're not going to do brain damage, but brain
Just know
damage.
that
it
I
says in
love
the
you.
book.
I'm doing this out of love. You know what's happening.
Okay, so are you asking the question now with Ring of Lies in effect?
Yeah. Why are you following your life out of this musty book?
I'm following this book because it's what's. Ow. It's.
You know it's not good to lie to me. Not good. I've got Excedrin for the other side of this. Don't lie. Not nice to do to your friends.
You. I'm not supposed to tell you.
Look, I know you. I know your secret. Why are you following this book?
Because Miss Olsen told me I have to.
Do you need me to kill Miss Olsen? Blink twice for yes. Blink once for no.
Someone walking by is like, yeah, take her down.
Shut up, Jerry.
Sorry.
Do it. She said that she could undo it. And then I wouldn't.
undo what?
If it's an STD, you can't just like undo those, Rowan. Like they're just like when you've got chlamydia, you've got chlamydia. It's just how it works.
Maybe
It
don't yell that in the
depends on
lunchroom.
They have creams and pills for some of them. Not
They
that I
do.
know.
No, it's not that. It's the spell. She says
You
that kind
saying
of
she's
like
a witch?
I don't know. I don't know how she did what she did, or how long it lasts. She didn't tell me. Just that if I don't, she could.
How what? How long? What lasts?
Well, it's a long story, but I'm not. I was a mannequin.
What?
Literally or metaphorically?
Literally.
That's worse, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but you know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she created me so that I could do what's in this book for her, and I just don't know what's going to happen if she decides that she doesn't want me around, and I like being around.
I know that it's usually Becky who says this, but fuck that.
I
Well,
didn't know
she
you could swear.
There's
Yeah.
the book. She wants to be prom queen, and I think she got second place, so I have to become prom queen. And you see her flip through this notebook, all these failed accomplishments of Miss Olsen, or what she did and wants to do again. And this is all the stuff she wants Rowan.
Oh, she is a sad, sad woman.
I mean, we already knew that.
Therapy.
It's just now that we have the proof. If you don't become prom queen, do you die?
I don't know. I don't want to, but I don't want to go to prom with any of these people on this list. I don't even like these people.
Half of them are gay too.
Really?
I would. Well, I mean,
There's like 3 people on there that you would have sworn you thought that maybe they were, but no, it wasn't possible.
I love it.
I mean, you can confirm.
But
I love the idea that Emma's just like personal experience.
As he should.
But
I
so am
kissed
I.
Samuel. Jacob and I went behind the bleachers. I don't remember what I did with Tony.
Well, I am too, but she doesn't care. She just wants me to, because this is what is supposed to happen.
Okay, new proposition. Instead of just releasing Rowan from the confines of prom queen-ism, we release her from the confines of puppetry? Marionetism?
What if, friends, our health teacher, certified bananas, what if Rowan doesn't become prom king or prom queen? What if there was another type of royalty altogether that's beyond what our health teacher could come?
So just
Like, what if we
dismantling the
surpassed her expectations and then we kind of fuck around with this experiment?
dismantling the whole system.
Yeah.
Not to
I
sound-
want to shake it down to the core. Like, be better than she aspired to be. Her life sounds sad. Rowan, you deserve a better life than her sad shortcomings. I mean, imagine your life like revolving around prom royalty. Sorry for anyone who's...
I don't really know what's next after that either.
That is a lot smarter than my idea. I was just gonna say we'd take her soul and push it somewhere else.
The health teacher's soul?
No, Rowan's. Like if we did the mannequin thingy stuff magic ourselves, would that put us in control and then the only thing we write in the book is do whatever the fuck you want?
I was thinking we just take her book, like, so Miss Olsen doesn't have the ability to end her.
She's channeling it through the book.
I don't know. You're the
You,
This is the only kind of book burning I approve of.
you're the smart one.
I just want to.
I'm the smart one.
Awkward pointing.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Okay.
I can definitely get into the computer system on the school. I've definitely done that before, Becky, so you didn't have, like, 14 missed classes last semester. But, Ferris Bueller style, totally.
I was around. I was at school. Just I
Yeah.
wasn't in the classes. Other stuff going on.
I mean, I could do it, but I don't know, like, what that would accomplish. I think maybe we'd have to. I guess I could Google it. I'm just gonna Google what maybe spell it is. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah.
As to
And
the
while-
most powerful spell, Google.
And while you're Googling that, I'm Googling as to what is a more supreme being than a king or queen.
God.
Royalty. Prom god.
I mean,
So,
really, God
as-
is the only step up.
As you are all doing your research, you finally see Alexa come in, who has you haven't seen since your class earlier today. And she comes and kind of just like crouches down near the table so she doesn't have to push anyone out of their seat. And puts her arms around whatever two people she's popping her head like in between. She says, David and I have a plan. And when she says David, you know that she is referring to your drama teacher just by his first name.
David Braun. Okay.
I'm probably calling him Dave next time.
We're graduating like next week. We can call him David.
That okay, cool. Just as long as like it's not. I mean, you're gay, so probably not.
Also, I don't want
Anyways.
anybody to know that we're talking about him right now. Okay, so this is like half his idea, but half my idea. But basically, we should all win. I'm gonna go to Party City and buy every single plastic tiara they have, and we're all gonna win.
So we're mean girling it.
I never actually watched that movie.
It's pretty good, actually.
I watched that movie. Miss Olsen showed it to me to teach me how to be mean.
That's
Did-
weird.
the
And
the whole-
Ron, you're like not mean at all.
Oh,
But
no,
the whole plot of
talking
it,
at once.
but the whole plot of the movie is to not do that.
she didn't understand that. She thought that was to teach people how to be like.
She just saw the word mean girls and thought it would make you a mean girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense. She fucked up. That's why
Weird.
you're so nice.
Okay. Anyways, Alexa. So you. Okay. So. Just. Sharing.
I don't know. Wait, if it happened in the movie, is it stupid and corny? Because I can have we had one idea. We can have another idea.
No, the person
break
who
the
became
crown.
prom queen broke up the crown and chucked out pieces. It's like, we should all be queens.
Yeah. Essentially, but also like. I mean. I
Jamie's
don't-
reaction
I don't-
was the best.
I don't want to. Like, I don't want to be. You know.
We could just hand out crowns and tiaras to those who want them. Not everybody strives for royalty.
But what about people who aren't kings or queens?
Well, I think the idea is that we're just gonna get a bunch of crowns, and it's not really gonna matter who you are, but everyone gets one. And then we're like, what are the schools on the news called? Like prom court. It's like a royal court.
And then for
What?
the people who are above king or queen or beyond the scope, we could get them one of those Beyonce halos. I think those could be really nice.
Prom
I have one
gods.
of, I have one of those.
Prom
things.
gods and goddesses.
Prom
And
gods.
I think we're making this extremely complicated. What if instead we
Text
it's
the
probably
teacher.
too late for like a petition or anything like that. But like, has this always been a rule in the school? I guess I'm asking the GM.
I think no one has ever tried to deviate from the like gender binary nature of it before, so it's never come up.
Cool. I could do some really fast research. I guess Theo's gonna take out their like laptop or whatever and do some really quick research and see if there's any like schools that had this ruling in different states that could be used as like a precedence for like going the legal route.
Me, Max, I don't know about the legality of this in different places. I will say, looking it up, you would be able to see, as this is modern era, plenty of people have won for prom royalty all over the US, kind of in different categories. So it's happened before. You also don't necessarily feel like... I totally lost that sentence, so that's gone. But yeah, you'd seen that it's happened before, but I'm not sure it would be really easy to find legal backing on it.
I guess what I would want to know is if it was the what school district that school would be a part of, and if it's the same district as us in the sense of like having the people on the school board that make those decisions, because the only thing that we can do above the principal is the school board.
I'm on the ACLU website right now.
I don't think it matters. Just make it up, man.
But if there's anyone who needs to know, I want them to know the right thing.
This is where you're going to be getting all your legal advice from now on, everybody in chat. Please be informed that this is true information.
Okay, the last person that I gave legal advice to went to court at the beginning of this month and won.
That's amazing. But also,
don't for what you will.
Chat.
But don't take it from here.
Legally speaking, this is not legal advice.
Anyways,
also, I don't think just making everybody prom royalty is a crime. Like, I don't think we have to worry about a legal route.
There's nothing legally against it. There's nothing legally against it happening, to my understanding. The school can say this is against our rules, but because you do go to a public school, it would be hard for them to necessarily like uphold that.
Worst is maybe they don't let us walk at graduation, but out of the four of us, do any of us give a shit?
So I guess what Theo is trying to figure out is not like, are we going to get in trouble or anything like that? It's like using information that we can get that is from another school source as a token, I guess, to use against the people that are in authority at this school, to essentially like force them to let us do what we want in regards to whether that's having Alexa be prom king, or having multiple people, or whatever it is. Like, having multiple people, you just do it. Like, that's whatever. But I guess Theo's thinking more in the long term, in the sense of like making it different for people who are in grade 11 now, I guess. But then also, like, Theo feels really awkward about being called a prom king or a prom queen, and doesn't like that. Wants to have the option for people to be able to like be neither, while also still being like prom royalty or whatever. Take the gendered terms out of it.
I think it can reasonably just be the prom royalty candidates, if that is something that you were looking to propose. I think that would be plausible.
We could protest at the school board meeting.
I mean, we could just have prom nights. KNIGHTS. Because, like, Dame wasn't even introduced until 1917. So, like,
if Brienne of Tarth,
we just bring it back. There was nights of all genders prior to this point.
Yeah, cool. I guess
It's the current structure that introduced any type of binary to it at all. The Knights of the Prom Nights.
The Knights of the Prom Table.
7 Knights of the 7 Knights.
Ooh, the Knights of the Prom Table. Ooh, it could be an Arthurian theme moment.
I mean, I'm cool with like whatever. It's just no offense, Alexa. It feels kind of like a teacher would propose we do that, which I know that it kind of is. It feels really nice.
Yeah, I would venture that he probably doesn't want to lose his job.
Yeah, I don't think he has to.
I am open to other ideas. Like, you guys do you guys. I actually... Or, it's not that I don't care, but, you're right. We should make it nicer for people moving forward.
Cool. I think we're back to square one with Theo trying to convince Rowan that she doesn't have to do this, but
We could go the opposite route and make everybody reject it. If we can rig the vote in favor of some of the people at this table and they were both to reject the crown, even if they announced like runner-ups or whatever, it would feel pretty lackluster.
Oh, I'm going to win.
Oh, well, excuse me.
this is we're dealing with
Oh,
that.
but ideas. Ow. I'm having thoughts and they hurt. Oh, this doesn't happen often. If Rowan and I win, you still become prom queen, Rowan, but in your first act of defiance, you and I can both then reject that, as Alexa is saying. And that's how we start this revolution.
Win on a technicality. So you do it, but then you
It's not
still...
even on a technicality. I don't think I filled out the form, but I would not be surprised if somebody did it for me.
Would Miss Olsen be okay with that?
Who cares? You have
Yeah.
won prom queen. You have fulfilled the goal of her book. You won, but it is your choice to refuse it.
All right.
Cool. I mean, good idea, Edmund.
They happen so few and so far between.
I don't think that's true. Theo's trying to be like, no.
I think I know a way to get Rowan elected.
I already filled out the application. Miss Olsen made sure I did it perfectly.
Right, but your campaign, you started that process.
Yeah, you have to have people vote for you.
Let me look through my book and see what I'm supposed to do next.
Well, we'll help her with
So
this.
for Rowan's campaign, earmuffs if you don't want to know something that could get you in trouble. I'm just gonna run a discount on mushrooms for prom. If they vote for Rowan, they can get the product for 69% of what it would originally cost.
I'm supposed to have a
Maybe.
sleepover. I'm supposed to have a sleepover, and we're supposed to make posters at the sleepover and then put them up around the school.
Hey, does your date get a discount?
Does my date get a discount?
Yeah.
It depends.
It depends on...
What they're bringing to the table. If it's some dumb jock who can't even provide an interesting conversation, I don't.
Got
No.
a decent enough GPA. I wouldn't call myself dumb.
Well, you're not going with Becky.
I'm not.
No.
Can I?
No.
Why not, Rowan?
Rowan, I'm not on your list.
I don't think Alexa is either.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna look at the list again.
Did Miss Olsen decide who all of us were going to prom with?
I don't want Becky to go with anybody else.
You want to go with Becky.
Alexa and everyone's just like, oh.
I mean, I'm not going to be tied down to any one person all night.
But
even for you, Rowan, like, yes, we have what we have.
No,
But
I see
I'm a
how it is.
butterfly.
No,
I've got to go from flower to flower.
can we go? Rowan takes her pen and writes really quick, Becky and Alexa.
Do you write it in the manual on the list?
Look,
Progress.
Rebellion.
Yes.
You're both on the list.
Oh, do you want to go with both of us?
Are you asking us to prom?
Is it gonna be a trouble? A trouble prom date?
Yes.
Frapple prom. Edmund just starts chanting it.
Is there anyone else that you want to invite to our throuple? Are you looking to experiment? How big of a buffet do you want, Rowan? Like, is this you're just going up for one plate and just trying that dish out, or are we going up multiple times?
Honestly, I didn't think about that. I just freaked out when I realized that I might not get to go to prom with people I really like.
Oh.
Becky, oh.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. That's like a cool. Yeah. Hey, Edmund, why don't we go get?
Should I? Can help
No,
you
you
guys.
stay here, Alexa. And Theo's like really awkwardly trying to be like, let's leave them to have this 3-person conversation.
Start campaigning. Get your paperwork in, Edmund. Double check that it is.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Theo. Start
Yeah,
campaigning. I'll add you to my list. I'll vote for Rowan and Edmund. Vote, or are we voting for Rowan and?
You won't vote
Alexa?
until you're there. There's gonna be small.
I just need to know who my discount should be. Should it be for Rowan and Alexa or Rowan and Ed?
I think it's Rowan and Edmund, because then we'll both reject the crown.
Yes, that's right.
Aw, but Alexa doesn't get to be Prom King. But that's okay. Alexa can say fuck you to the man.
So we want to put the crown on Alexa?
I think I might just buy a crown and wear it, and I don't really give a shit what they say when we're there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get one of those halos. That feels.
I could bequeath to thee my crown.
Oh, that'd be lovely, Sir Edmund of the Realm.
We could both give you the crown since I'm already probably going to die. We'll just go all out.
No.
No,
We're fine,
that's not
Rowan.
gonna
We got it.
happen.
Is
Don't
it
worry
that
about that,
serious
Alexa.
to you?
Dramatic. You know, she's in drama.
We just
Right.
came from drama class. She's riding that high.
All right. Okay. So I think
It can really just fuel you for the day.
I like how we're all lying and Rowan can't lie right now.
as this conversation kind of fizzles into working out the semantics of who is going as whose date and who is bringing what and wearing what, I would love to bring us into a little break. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Everybody stretch, get your snacks and your beverages, and we'll be right back with prom at Wellwood High. Hello, didn't you miss us? Welcome back. It is part 2 of our Monster Prom Pride one-shot. We are raising money tonight for the Pride Center, Community Center of North Central Florida. So help out your queer peers, and you can donate with the link that Nightbot has been sending periodically in the channel. To jump back into our game here, we have the rest of the week to prepare for prom. So I'm gonna go around the table and just see what pre-prom preparations, related or unrelated to the events that happened before the break, yeah. So just let me know. Does anyone want to start?
Can I start?
Yes.
Okay, so Rowan has a sleep, which she's invited everyone to at Miss Olsen's house. Funny that she has.
So is Miss Olsen is your like legal guardian, right? So do you live there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I live there. I have a bedroom that's decorated in pink and white, and it's got lots of pictures of 80s pop stars up on the wall. Like posters, like old posters from magazines. She's got some magazines from 1983 or something
It's
laid out.
just stuff she kept from her youth, I guess.
Yeah.
I really can't
Oh.
talk because my dad, who I may or may not have inherited some of my mental afflictions from, once whipped out a crate with every single daily Star Wars newspaper comic for like 10 years flipped out of the Staten Island Advance and put into this crate. So
That's more normal than having your entire room of 80s things.
maybe she put it up. I don't know why I'm defending her. She's awful.
Yeah.
Carry on.
She even has her own phone line in her room, a landline. Hooked up to, I don't know if these are 80s or 90s, but like, what are the phones? I think it's Clear, or is that 80s or 90s?
That's more 90s.
Okay,
Like
so
like the jelly kind of style phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
see-through movement started in the 90s
Yeah.
with
okay.
Mac big box computers and Game Boy Color.
Game Boy.
Well, it's not a clear one then, but it's a pink or something. I don't know. It's very 80s looking landline phone in her.
Does Rowan have a cell phone?
No, she's got the landline.
She's out of touch.
I'm out of time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Thank you, Hall & Oates.
Stuck and got one with somebody. Could have stuck and got one with you all.
I feel like Theo would have hooked you up if you asked.
Okay.
Hit
yeah,
the
she's got
flip phone.
I've
Yes.
given you my old iPad. I have no use for because
I jailbreaked it for you. We're good.
Yeah, she hides them in her room, probably in the.
And like a little jewelry box with a ballerina in it. Like, what's going on here?
But she has this big sleepover, and like Miss Olsen has printed out all of these pictures of her, and like giving you all glue sticks, like you're in kindergarten or something.
So just like got us to be in like a little sweatshop, not allowed to actually do sleepover, just a little sweatshop situation.
To make posters. And there's pizza and 80s music playing, and you all kind of get the picture of this is what's happening here. And you see like, and the mannequin that everybody seems to have in movies that have their dresses on it, it's like an 80s really pink and fluffy prom dress that she's supposed to wear. Like, I don't know how these mannequins are expensive, so I don't know how people just have them in random houses, but yeah.
she has more mannequins.
It could be like a dress form.
Yeah, like a dress form. You know what? She could have another mannequin.
That'd be weird.
It would be. I would be very suspicious of that mannequin while we were there. Be like,
I'm gonna
Like,
say
this is
that's
the
up
first
to
"First
you,
he's
Janie.
done this?
He's like
Rowan?
putting it together. Like you could see pieces of one.
At some point at this sleepover, Theo secretly steals something that belongs to Miss Olsen in order to give it to Becky later.
Yeah, I think that can easily be done. No roll necessary.
But yeah, teenager it doesn't look like a teenager lives there because, Miss Olsen's Miss Olsen.
For some reason, I imagine she like inherited her parents' house, so that's literally her childhood room that she just hasn't changed,
Oh my gosh, maybe the
and that'd be
whole house-
traumatic.
the
Makes
whole
sense.
house really hasn't changed. It's like
I say in
Time
the
capsule.
same room that I've lived in
Like-
since childhood.
it'd be like 50s, so like the rest of the house would be decorated like a 50s or 60s house, and then the one bedroom would be like 80s. Wow.
Yeah. Terrifying for somebody in 2023.
Okay, we've gone over the fact that Miss Olsen is awful and terrifying many times. Is there anything else going on, being stolen, etc., etc.?
No, you could tell Rowan hates the dress though, but that's
I
what's
help as much as I can with the posters. I also make some tiny coupons to remind people to vote. And if they vote for who I want them to vote for, they get 25%, or no, 31%
69.
off. It costs 69% of what it normally does.
Theo's
We can make it like
definitely-
those like pull tab advertisements where it's like you take one.
Oh yes,
Uh,
that'd be cute.
Theo just organized a online ad campaign for Edmund and like set it up so it's like for people online when they're on their phones, like no commercials.
Instagram posts.
Yeah, made him make some snaps and some Instagram posts. Was just like, there you go, we good.
Yeah, sorry, Rowan. Miss Olsen is stuck in the '80s, so there's no way that she would know how to do any of that.
For
that,
sure, definitely.
Posters are kind of. At least you get.
I feel like maybe Theo does it for you too and doesn't say anything because knows that posters aren't going to do anything.
At least you get free pizza out of it, in a creepy house.
Free pizza? Sign me up.
Free pizza is what got me.
I'll tear posters off of a wall in a creepy house for free pizza.
You have to go to the house? I don't think you have to go to the house.
Listen.
Wow.
I have been in an abandoned mental hospital. I can handle a creepy house.
But you don't even have to go there. Like you go to the school.
The funniest part of this is that in real life I am getting pizza tomorrow because I big people over. So I do not need to do these mental gymnastics. Alright, Rowan, is there anything else that you want to do leading up to prom?
Are we going to the night before prom too, or getting dressed and everything?
I'm gonna have everyone do their outfits when we get to prom day, so I'm just asking everybody about their pre-prom preparations.
Miss Olsen takes her to the salon and gets her this terrible '80s hairdo that she has to wear for the last couple of days before prom to school, and she hates it.
I
like
am so
gray.
sorry.
Volume and curls and
The perm.
yeah, unfortunately.
Justice for Rowan.
But that's it.
Alright. Does anyone want to go next?
I buy a weave for Rowan to have at prom, I guess, for her later.
I have plenty of wigs if you hate it. If you need a wig, I've got you covered.
Edmund would help tailor the dress so it's at least more form-fitting for Rowan, assuming that this was made for and is Miss Olsen's old prom dress.
This is Miss Olsen's old prom dress.
It'll at least help it complement you more than her.
I like that you've all just taken it upon yourselves to make sure that Rowan has
a good time.
good prom.
Maybe she dies tonight. I don't know.
We all really aren't sure if she makes it out.
We don't know if becoming prom queen is a terminal condition yet or not.
I mean, okay, I will say in that book there are other goals. So there is a hypothetical future planned beyond prom queen.
There is, but we're also specifically rebelling
I am not
against
saying this to stop you. I am only saying that I would not have planned a player death at prom or otherwise, especially in this game.
I just think in character we all are taking a 50-50 shot.
Yep. I do not anticipate that Rowan will die. But Becky,
just
on
in
the other hand,
case.
is ready for
But just in
whatever
case this
These are teenagers.
best goddamn prom.
I feel like maybe Theo even has a contingency plan. I feel like probably communicated with Becky of like, do we just kill Miss Olsen? Like that's another contingency plan that's in the
I don't know
background.
if we kill her just yet. I think we keep that in the back of our minds.
That's like the
sometimes
B.
killing someone is a little bit too quick of justice. torture can go a long way. We're
Mhm.
meant, Plus,
Theo's
we
just
still need to figure out how she made mannequins.
Theo's just thinking about the fact that doesn't communicate this, I don't think, but definitely is just thinking about the fact of like, I just have to do that now, so just par for the course for them to be alive.
It's just something on our list. It's a potential outcome.
It's just in case.
We're just taking this little thing. We're just putting it in our back pocket.
It's a
Saving it
contingency
for a
plan.
rainy day.
Yeah.
Okay. And go ahead, because
I'd
I'm
be
just going to say.
interested in searching Miss Olsen's classroom because I feel like she thinks she has power there. So like one day when she's like, this would be during the week of like activities that we would do. One day during the week, I want to like look around her classroom and see if there's any books about witchcraft
Ooh la la.
or
Okay.
about possessions or anything like that, like books about exorcism, whatever.
Okay. Why don't you can you roll with dark? Dark. I kind of want to have you gaze into the
Speaking of dark, these
abyss.
glasses are very hard to see. They look good though.
Commit to the bit.
Commit.
Corn dog is committed.
So 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 2 is 9.
Awesome. So okay, so with a 7 to 9, I would say maybe you find some implications between the sleepover more so, I think, even than her classroom. Not that she is a witch, but may have utilized the services of someone with magical ability.
Good to know. And then the rest of the week, I would spend time dealing mushrooms, those in need for prom, getting those good discounts.
In need. Wonderful. So you are racking up some cash.
Cash and some connections.
As you should. Okay. Anyone else for pre-prom shenanigans?
I mean, I think Edmund has forgotten to do anything until day of.
Fair enough.
He's not a smart man.
Speaking of Edmund, at some point during the week, kind of attendance is dwindling, and an individual that you are in band with, someone from the woodwind section, named Jason, comes up to you. Very shy kid. Seems like he's really worked up the courage for this one lunch hour. Edmund, here, and hands you like a letter in like a little envelope. It's not sealed, it's just like tucked closed.
Oh god, I hate that in my mind popped the line. What up? My name's Edmund. I'm 19. I never learned how to fucking read.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm
What you can
illiterate.
Anyways, no, yeah. So he'll
I know that reference.
not picking up immediately on what is happening. He'll like, oh, flip that open. Just immediately, like not waiting to see if there's an okay or anything. Just, I have a letter. Open it.
Yeah, so it looked like he was like gonna slink away, but you're doing it so immediately that he's kind of caught in his tracks. And you open the letter, and you do know how to read? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay. So it just says, hey Edmund, I know you probably already have a date to the prom, but if you don't, would you want to go with me? And there's like 3 question marks and like a check yes and no option. and then it just says like, please return to locker and his locker number.
Okay. Yeah, and as Esmond is reading, here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me.
I wanna wag my tail.
Yeah.
I wanna veil.
Yes.
I love Blues. I'm very passionate about Blue's Clues. Here is my Blue. She is right here.
I am mad that I can't find my handy dandy notebook. I used to have one. Anyways, so did Jason end up leaving, or did he like stay because I opened it so quickly?
He's like kind of awkwardly watching from, I'd say, like 7 or 8 feet away.
Edmund just somehow popular, no social awareness. Do you want me to fill this out now, or should I wait?
Whatever you think would spare me the social embarrassment more.
Wait, then. And yeah, he'll
He
take a
bolts.
second to think it
He
over.
bolts.
Yeah. And yeah, so Edmund's just kind of considering it.
I need to know if Edmund either accepts or alludes to accepting it.
You
Because-
saw this whole thing go down.
Yeah, so Theo, in a similar boat to Jason, has been working all week to build up the courage to ask Edmund to prom, and is also very shy and awkward. But I don't think is gonna do it if somebody else is like, Edmund is going to accept it, because Theo isn't that kind of person. So would just kind of awkwardly try and figure out if Edmund was going to say yes or no to it, and if Edmund accepted, would just kind of like take the L, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there is no, like, Edmund didn't get, like, super excited, like, oh my god, he finally asked. And, like, he kind of looks at the paper and then looks at his lunch tray and says, ooh, gummy snacks. So clearly this is not, like, a high priority to him.
Yeah, I think like sometime before prom. How late in the week did this letter get given to Edmund?
Give it about a halfway.
Okay, so there's 3 days or something till prom. Okay. I think maybe the next day Theo would try and slyly figure out if Edmund accepted it or not. Like if there's like a, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it, or like, I don't know, I don't really have anyone else to go with, like what the vibe was, you know, and then make a decision at that point.
So do you come up to him and ask him, or you're just solely going on vibes?
Yeah, how exactly are you trying to do that?
I think maybe it's like at lunchtime, trying to feed it into a natural conversation of just kind of being like, so I saw that like Jason gave you a letter yesterday, like what was that about? And then like go from there, you know?
My berry limeade that tastes like melted gummy snacks. I'm gonna have a tummy ache after finishing this glass. But I'm just like, oh yeah, he did. A couple others have came. I don't know. A lot of people seem to be asking it.
A couple
Hard
others,
to keep
huh?
up with all the letters.
Cool. Any front runners, I guess?
Not really. They all just left. Return it to locker. What number? And I don't remember whose locker is whose. It'd be a lot easier if they just stopped leaving letters.
You lost the letters?
I think they're in my backpack. They should be. I'll take it up and start looking. Just fully headfirst into it.
God, Edmund is an idiot, and I love it.
It's like the
I've
enchanted
taken-
backpack that has so much space.
I've taken the himbo meter, turned it to 11, snapped off the knob.
Yeah. Oh, no, I love it. And Theo's just a very awkward, sweet Zem. I think if Edmund doesn't give like a definitive answer of just like, yeah, I was thinking of saying yes to so and so, but like I don't know, blah blah blah. I think Theo would try and do like a sly sort of like, well, I mean, if you don't want to go with anyone, we could just go together, just like friends.
Oh, do you want to go to prom together? That would be so much easier than trying to figure out where these letters went.
Yeah, just to make your life easier, right?
I may have made them into bedding for Hector. And Hector is his. I'm just headcanon it now. He has a guinea pig.
Amazing.
Little
Cool.
Guinea pig
Sounds-
mohawks.
Sounds good. You should. Do you remember who it was? You should probably say no instead of just leaving them hanging.
Probably should. I will make sure to ask Hector to see if I gave him the letter.
Okay. Just sure. Just gonna let that go.
Alright. Hector's the secretary, cool. Dumb of ass, pure of heart.
I feel like Theo does a lot of stuff for Edmund without Edmund asking them to.
I'm imagining Hector's business card in my head right now. It has like Hector, whatever Edmund's last name is, secretary, comma, guinea pig.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Just got a little paw print on it for the signature. Oh, what colors are you going for? Because I've already sort of settled on orange and black.
I think I was just gonna go with black. I
Perfect.
wasn't really planning to go to prom until we kind of had this whole like Rowan situation with stuff. So, yeah, I just black probably.
Well, I'm glad you are coming. I would have missed you if you didn't.
Do you want like a corsage or something?
Ooh, yes.
Cool.
Actually, hold on. I might have ideas for that. And like, he'll pull out an actually like nice looking notebook, and there's like some notes on like designs and like fashion designs. The one thing he actually puts mental effort into is designing clothes.
Amazing. I feel like Theo would like acquiesce to whatever Edmund wanted them to wear.
Okay. I can incorporate that in.
Amazing. Aw, cute. Okay.
Okay, this will be final call for pre-prom activities, and then we can do some outfit and entrance descriptions. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times sold to the next scene. It is, Jenny, is there something that you wanted Rowan to do the day before prom specifically? Or is it the day of?
It was the day of. She was just, but Edmund's helping too with the dress.
Yes. So it is the day of prom now. Everyone who wants to go shows up at school because they need their attendance taken, but a lot of people are leaving early, skipping out or signing themselves out, which is something I found out that I could do once I turned 18. Yeah, so the numbers in the school are slowly dwindling, and prom quickly approaches. What are you all wearing?
Where do we start? Or do we start with me because I piped up first?
You did pipe up first, so
I
you
did pipe up
volunteered
first.
yourself in your own beautiful way.
I also put myself in a hole of it's very dependent on what you're wearing is what I'm wearing.
So Edmund is wearing a dress because he absolutely is that bitch. But it has it is heavily orange and black, but it has these like black striations and lines across it, very much reminiscent of a monarch butterfly. And he has around his wrists like 2 little cuffs, so when he spreads out his arms, these beautiful monarch butterfly wings unfold behind him. And his corsage is just a neatly preserved bundle of milkweed, which is the monarch's favorite flower, and Theo would have been given a matching boutonniere.
Aw. Theo definitely went through the stops and got the little like plastic glass case that the corsage goes in and like presented it to you, and like I don't know what they would have picked you up in. It might be something really weird, like what the heck are they called? Why can't I remember the name of them? To go to funeral
The
homes.
hearse?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
hearse. Brought it from the coven.
They are
Uh,
very
absolutely.
spacious, actually. So
They're really nice cars.
Does not bat an eye.
I think Theo's wearing pretty much all black. Has like a half cape, like a shoulder half cape. Might have like little like bits of orange on their outfit if Edmund like wanted them to like matchy match a little bit, maybe like buttons or something like that, or like a tassel. But pretty much all black. Is kind of wearing like a pantsuit, so it's like one piece, not really super feminine or masculine in either way. Yeah, that's kind of it. Maybe wearing heels.
wonderful. Now I know we were thinking minimal for Becky.
Yes. I'm wearing a full-length dress all the way down, like full sleeves. I'm fully covered up. But the level of sheer that we are approaching, especially when targeted by direct light, is essential for her aesthetic. I am not trying to cover anything up, despite being fully dressed. I'm like a slutty little Victorian ghost. Is my look for the prom.
Beautiful.
I was not ready for the phrase slutty little Victorian ghost.
It was just a combination of a lot of things that I love, all together. And then finally, how did Rowan's dress after the tailoring and adjustments actually end up?
It ended up like short and sleek and really pretty, like spaghetti straps, and it looks nothing like the original terrible 80s dress. But Rowan did like pin the ruffles and stuff back on because Miss Olsen, since she didn't have an acceptable date, Miss Olsen drove her to the school.
Are you wearing a tearaway dress that you tear away the extra bits and then it's like a spaghetti strap underneath?
Yeah.
Amazing. Edmund would.
Oh yeah.
Drove her to the school and told her to go to the bathroom to put her makeup on, which she's picked out. And Miss Olsen's going to go to the gym or whatever to do her chaperoning stuff.
I can imagine Miss Olsen, you know those eyeshadow brushes that like before they had good eyeshadow brushes where it's just like kind of like a little sponge that's like a nail shape? Yeah.
And you just
I can
have
feel
pick
that
one
on
color.
my skin.
My mom used to have those. Yeah.
I used to
Just
have
imagine the three of us waiting in the bathroom. So Rowan gets in there and is like, okay, good. Now we can actually do your makeup.
And one thing Rowan does do is she takes a pair of scissors and cuts off half of her.
Oh, we could have
Yeah.
fixed that.
But does she wants it? She cuts it and then she'll fix it up so that it's just half cut off because she's just sick of everything.
Theo would have
This is her
brought the
Britney
wig
moment.
that Becky gave them if Rowan wants a wig, like to like be flat straight hair or whatever Rowan wants, right? Wig options.
Yeah, I think Alexa in true butch fashion has like some of the like hair like clay stuff in her
And
pocket.
switch comb.
Oh no, it's just like one of those like little round tins, you know.
Oh, I know. I just mean like a switch
Pomade.
comb, like to do your hair.
The Dapper Dan.
I guess so. I guess a switch comb.
But yeah, she looks completely different with like her hair done normally. half of it short now, but she likes it like that. And you know what? She's the ugly shoes. Nope, they're gonna be boots. Because why?
Makeover, 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 makeover.
So the
This is the
theme.
makeover montage that you've seen in every 80s teen movie.
Yeah, somehow you fell back into the stereotype while trying to subvert the stereotype.
But
We're
we're
doing
telling.
it better.
It's
We are
okay.
doing the stereotype better and more extreme
It's different.
and gayer
It's yes, it's different.
for
So
a tripod of lesbians.
the Wellwood High prom theme is enchanted forest. There's usually some kind of
Perfect.
nature
I was
theme.
great for this.
Yeah, because you are in a town called Wellwood. But yeah, nobody seems to particularly mind that. And some people are on theme, others are not. They have decorated the gymnasium, about as well as a bunch of unpaid teenagers on the prom committee and 2 staff members can. But it's cute. It's cute, it's classic. It's slightly outdated, but many people involved did their best. There is a ballot box where you can vote for Prom King and Prom Queen. And it's with pieces of paper, and you're supposed to, they're trusting the honesty of their student body to only vote once, to write the names down and put them in the appropriate boxes.
What's Alexa wearing? Did Alexa end up wearing a crown?
Yeah, so Alexa is didn't get too wild for it. Alexa's wearing a suit. The suit is like an emerald green color. The tie has some dark colored florals on it. They have like very small hoop earrings, and she does have like a tiny little crown pin on the lapel.
Cute. I love how different all your guys' outfits are. We got like ethereal, what did you say, slutty Victorian ghost, classic like prom look, and then just like wilding out over here, Rowan.
Somebody
Like,
had
like,
to do a tame look
never.
just to be like a thing to compare everyone else to.
I feel like
That
maybe
sounds
Edmund glued.
great.
I feel like maybe Edmund glued rhinestones onto Theo's face, so it's like
Yeah.
orange.
He at least suggested it.
But see, look, Rowan can get away with it because Rowan's a mannequin. Mannequins can wear anything.
Exactly.
If Edmund suggested, Theo's doing it, like no questions asked. Just like, yep.
A little bit of eyelash glue can go a long way.
I also have this edible body glitter if you'd like some.
Edmund is already covered in glitter. But he wouldn't say no to more. He's very conflicted.
It tastes like cotton candy.
Okay. Why is it edible?
Well, it's edible glitter.
So do we eat it?
You can. It's
Could be-
available. Whereas if someone's covered in body glitter that isn't edible, like you can't just go around like, I don't know, having hors d'oeuvres off their body or something.
This might be a good time for everyone in chat to know that Theo is ace, so he's like very like, okay.
Is that what we do it?
And Becky, on the other hand, loves
The most-
anybody and everybody.
The most aloe of them all.
Do it, prom?
Yeah,
out to all or nothing.
Serve off some people at prom.
So, okay, I don't know if there's enough skin for that.
All right,
There's
so
always enough skin. You might just have to move some things around.
Becky, let's small steps with her. She is just taking her first steps of rebellion. I don't think she's ready for that conversation.
All right, how about you, Alexa? Do you need some?
Theo real casually is just like to Edmund, just like, is it like a Barbie situation? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if I'm
Only when you're
really.
older.
I don't have You can put a little on my face if you want.
It's a little bit on the neck. We can hide it. If it's too much.
I'll leave it to you. I just think my parents will kill me if I fuck up this suit. It's expensive.
Huh. I just caress a gentle amount of body glitter down Alexa's jawline.
La la. Would you like to roll?
I would like to roll. I'd like to. I don't know if this is the group that's gonna fornicate in this game, as for some of the sex moves and what they're calling for, but I'm trying to lean towards that. I'm trying to gain an opportunity to gain a token.
Now, I want to say I've run Monsterhearts for years. I don't think I've ever actually had a party do it. So that is hilarious.
Actually, pull a sex move.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually had someone use a sex move.
Trying to acquire a token or two.
Yes. Let's roll turn someone on, and then we will montage and allude to the results according to the dice.
I rolled 2 5s and I have +1.
Wow! Oh my god. On a 10 and up, gain a string on them, and they choose a reaction from below. So you get a string on Alexa, which you can
It's
as
a sympathetic token for me.
Yeah. So I think
Okay.
what will happen is they take that little crown pin off and put it through the strap of your dress and button it on for you. And I think the reaction I'm going to choose is I give myself to you, so you have a very loyal lackey for the rest of the night. All allosexual implications implied, etc., etc.
Get it, Becky.
Get it, Becky.
Bow, bow.
You're doing prom tradition right.
Yeah.
That being said, what is the plan for prom for all of you as a group or individuals? Are we planning to make a statement? Are we planning to rain hell on Miss Olsen? What is the move? As the kids
All
say.
of the above.
I'm avoiding Miss Olsen until
Who is going to be announcing the results of the vote?
I don't know if that would be public knowledge to you. Many staff
I
members
was
are.
wondering if it was the dean of students or someone like that.
It probably. I'd say it's probably the principal. Principal or the dean. Yeah. I'm trying to remember who did ours. I think.
You have to count the votes, right? Like somebody has to count the votes.
Yeah. Someone will need to count the votes.
Is there some sort of sneaky bullshit that I can do that I'd be able to figure out what the results were before the results were announced? So if there was like the need for a contingency plan, we'd be able to like implement it at that point.
I mean, when they take them to count them, you can go try to spy on the counting of it by the staff members. That seems like the most realistic way that you could do that.
Cool. If it was like students counting it, then Theo would have tried flirting. But if it's adults, definitely not.
I would say there's probably realistically one staff member and one student from like the prom committee.
Okay. I feel like yeah, I feel like Theo would probably do a thing of like lie to get the teacher out of the room, in the sense of like, hey, there's something weird going on with like the light system in the like back room behind like the gymnasium. Like, I don't know if it's like setting off the sprinklers or what's going on, but there's like a lot of noise coming from back there. And all the other
and they immediately get up and it's like, you're in charge, and like sprints out the door of this empty classroom.
Cool. Theo's just gonna kind of awkwardly chill knows that they are very attractive, so is just trying to suss out the situation on how to potentially figure out what the results are, what the results are leading towards.
Yeah, so, just your luck. The student who is counting the votes is someone who is very familiar to you. A super senior who only had to take 2 classes this year, and needed some stuff to fill his time. This is Tony. Says,
Tony, do me a solid, Tony.
"What's up, my guy?"
Not a guy, but the I'm just trying to figure. Okay, bit of a sob story here. We're trying to make it so Rowan's life isn't fucked up. Can I know who won the results?
Sorry, that was like a colloquial. You can be like my pal. Is that good?
It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm past the moment.
So right now we got I'm not that good at math, but it looks like Edmund is winning for both Prom Queen and Prom King right now.
Not right, but also fuck.
But then if you tally the votes for Prom Queen taking him out, then Rowan is in the lead, I think.
Okay, cool. That's excellent. Tony, what would I be able to do to make sure that that was a guarantee that Rowan won?
Now, I need them to let me graduate this time. So I really can't fuck this up.
I could make that happen.
Now, when Miss Daniels comes back, she's gonna recount whatever I count to make sure that I counted right. So if you want votes to disappear, you're gonna have to take them and find somewhere to put them.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's Hector?
Just like, oh god. Theo, internally, panicking so much.
Can you just roll keep your cool for me?
Sure. What am I adding to that?
That is with cold.
Excellent. Ooh, rolled real bad. That's a 6.
Okay.
Fixed success, I think.
No, you'd need a 7.
Oh.
7 for that. Oh, we do have a +2, -2 to a player roll that we did not utilize from the chat, and I'm happy to give that to you now, so we succeed.
Sure, from Snarf. Thanks, Snarf.
Yeah. So the consequence to this is going to be that you will be able to remove some of the votes for other parties, hence making Rowan the winner. You can manipulate the votes in almost any way that you want while you're in here, but before you leave the room, the other teacher will come back and you will need to make another roll to escape with the votes to not be caught doing this.
Cool. How many-ish would I grab?
That is up to you, how drastically you want to try to weigh this.
Okay, I guess I'll put the other part of my question into it. Would it be possible to fit the amount of votes that I'm stealing into my mouth?
I just had to look right at my camera for a moment, just to really express what I was feeling.
This outfit doesn't have any pockets, I'm sure of it.
To the gods. Yes, this reminds me of a time where my friend complained to me that we were going to a convention. He was complaining that his cosplay didn't have any pockets, and I was like, just put your phone in your binder. Then I remembered that not everyone is trans. She's my sis friend. You could probably fit a few votes in your mouth. not many.
If I can't fit all of them, like all the ones that I'm taking, if I can't fit them all in there, it's not where they're going.
Like I said, it definitely depends on what you're taking. If you're taking like 3 votes, I would say that you could crumple them up and go goat style on it, if that's what you wanted. But if you wanted to take a ton of votes out, then I would say no eat.
Okay, I'm just like, I don't know what numbers you have in your head or anything like that, so I'm just taking the amount that seems appropriate to guarantee Rowan is going to win without it being like there's no other votes for anybody else, because then that's suspicious.
Okay.
Don't
That's
be
fine.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Okay, so that being said, the teacher comes back and says, it looks a little winded, and is like, I think they cleared it up before I got there. It's fine, thank you for coming to get me. And I just need you to roll either keep your cool or run away.
Oh, what is run away? What do I roll for run away?
Run away is with volatile.
Oh, I'm real bad at that, so I'm going to keep my cool.
Okay.
Much better this time. That's 10.
Awesome. So that is an uncomplicated success. You can you actually get to gain insight, so you get to ask me a question about the situation and take 1 forward to acting on that information.
Is Tony gonna graduate?
Yeah, I think you got this. Tony just like so narrowly didn't graduate last time that he put a lot of effort into graduating, and even if he did something that was like bad behavior, the worst that would happen is that they would give him like community service or something over the summer for it. They truly want him to get out of here.
Aw. Okay.
In a nice and supportive teacher way, not in a mean way.
Cool. I mean, I don't think I have any other questions about the situation. I don't think so.
Okay, then
As long as like Miss Olsen isn't around doing any bullshit.
She is chaperoning the prom, so she is in the main like gymnasium. But you are good to go. You managed to sneak out of this room. And what are you doing with the votes? Where are you stashing them? How are you getting rid of them?
Ripping them up and flushing them down a toilet.
Good call. Okay. So votes to go down the toilet, and
then
we are set
casually
up.
making it back onto the prom dance floor.
I mean, you're allowed to leave the gymnasium to go to the bathroom. So
Yeah, but I left my date.
you did leave your date. Okay.
Everybody in the school has the hots for them.
I just meant that you weren't like violating any like school rules by.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm just pushing your buttons.
Yeah. So yeah. Theo returns.
Weird. Good. Gucci, in fact.
Nice. For you, I'll take 69% off any mushrooms you might need. Really put in extra effort, so.
I think I'm good, actually.
Are the curtains moving right now? Kind of like this.
That's
What's
funny,
moving?
Victorian ghost.
Oh my god, there's a ghost.
This is Becky's whole plan. She dressed this way so everyone who got high would think that she was a literal ghost at the school.
Time to get spooky.
Oh my god, my date is a ghost.
I am not a ghost yet. Still alive.
My
I'm just
other date
cosplaying
a
as
ghost?
one.
And she asks Rowan,
What did
What?
she ask, Rowan?
is my other date a ghost?
No, I don't think I could become a ghost.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down.
Ironically, I don't think I can either.
I want to go dance with people. With that pretty girl up there.
Not with your dates. Either of them a different girl.
I thought they were busy.
Oh no, I'm ready to dance anytime.
Let's dance.
But we can find another pretty girl while we wait for Alexa to join us when she's ready.
No, I can. Shapes and
I think
colors.
maybe Alexa
can
needs
do
to sit down.
it.
Here,
It's the mushrooms.
I have an electrolyte beverage for you. It'll make that weird feeling in your stomach calm down, and then when you're feeling better, you can come.
Yes. The crocodile aid. That was me, Max. She will happily take some of the unsponsored sports beverage.
Crocodile aid.
I love making fake brand names during games. It is so fun for me.
I feel like Theo will awkwardly ask Edmund to dance, but also kind of doing that thing where it's just like, it's cool if you don't want to. Like, I don't want to make you dance if you're not a dancing person.
Edmund just looking at the little bag of mushrooms he bought. Do you think this is shiitake or lion's head? No.
It's a later mushroom.
Hmm.
As in, you have it later.
Just open up the part of his dress and just tuck it in where a bra would be.
Cool.
I'm
Excellent.
happy to dance with Theo.
Alright.
Things fluttering about.
I'm trying to get Rowan sandwiched between me and whoever Rowan had their eyes on when they said, "Let's go dance with that pretty girl." I'm giving her an experience.
Okay. I will allow a turn someone on roll, and I will allow you +1 forward because you are both working together.
And while this is happening, I imagine Miss Olsen is like the type with a ruler going, make room for Jesus.
Don't worry,
so
it's gonna happen.
Once
I
again,
think
with
people will
that
try
plus
and
one,
between them.
Do I
that
need to?
plus one, I'm at 10.
Oh,
So, yes, you managed to wrangle another very pretty girl and accomplish your goal in Teen Wolf season, I believe it is 2A style. A scene burned into my memory as a closeted queer trans fan forever. There is a Rowan sandwich. And I would say this goes on and is going quite well. It seems like the queer population of Wellwood High is actually kind of thriving in this new resistance that's come upon in your class year. And eventually you do hear the footsteps, the very telltale short heels of Miss Olsen coming with the Make Room for Jesus ruler.
Jesus is dead. What? What do you mean make room? Dead. It's like the whole thing.
Yeah, I think she comes by and she says, "Arm's length apart." Rowan.
what? Oh. Hi.
What happened to your dress?
It joined the 21st century.
Isn't it so much more improved?
I did work very hard on it.
I think, maybe we are seeing Miss Olsen hyperventilate. Let's just, somebody volunteer to roll shut someone down, for the...
Please, I get so much good shit for doing this.
Oh yeah, you go for it then.
Rowan's like looking.
I have a -1 to cold.
I'm gonna
Too
grab
hot.
Rowan's hand while Miss Olsen comes.
Okay, I got a 7, and when I roll a 7 or higher, if I roll a 7 or higher, I get to choose 2 extra things to do from the list. And I'm not sure what list that is, but I get to choose an extra thing.
So, there is a list right on the player sheet, and I will just copy and paste it into the chat really quickly. They
There's
lose
a
the list.
string on you.
Yeah.
You lose a string.
Oh. Okay, cool. Condition. I'm gonna give her a condition.
And what would you like that condition to be? You can just like pick any. It's powered by the apocalypse. Just like pick any like 1 to 2 word affliction within reason.
The go away condition.
Heart
Um,
attack.
Yeah, I would. Okay, I would call that appalled.
Sure.
I think she is so freaked out. I don't even really think that she is concerned like that Rowan is dancing with girls. Like that's not her problem. The problem is that like the dress is chopped up and her hair is gone.
She
And
doesn't look perfect.
yeah, and what the hell is happening? And she like she like steps away. She needs a minute.
I hope it makes her question her life choices.
Maybe. So, is it perhaps time, for the announcements for prom court?
Hell yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Somebody get Alexa on her feet.
Yeah, no, I think Alexa, kind of after Miss Olsen leaves, makes her way back towards you guys.
I give her just a gentle upper. Just a little boost.
That shit's strong.
My apologies. I
Don't
tried to base
apologize.
it on just not like how beefy you are, and I might have just gotten there.
Isn't it
It's
always
like
better
the-
as tea?
The wrestling diet has, like, screwed up my metabolism so much.
I'm just fanning her with one of the wings.
Thank you.
Actual fan.
The,
I have a fan.
I have a fan.
I don't have a fan. I just have a million pairs of sunglasses.
You know, I've always been interested in wrestling. Tell me how one day.
Yeah, I can actually tell you all about it. It's totally different than what you see on TV because that's staged, but wrestling like I do is real. And the music starts to lower in volume, and people are kind of looking like, "Oh, come on," until they see your principal coming up onto stage. He needs like a little boost getting up the few stairs. But he makes it up, and he is like in his old man best. He's got a bow tie. It's phenomenal. And he greets everyone and says, "Good evening, Wellwood seniors," and cheering, etc., etc. A little birdie told me, and he reaches into his suit jacket and tries to do this with fervor, but it's like not as energetic as he probably thinks. He pulls out like 2 envelopes. That we might have winners for Prom Queen and Prom King. Are you interested in hearing them? And people cheer more, and they're starting to gather around the stage. He holds out the envelopes to someone near the stage to let him pick which envelope he opens first, and he goes, for Prom King. None of you have last names, do you?
Make one up.
I'm not gonna.
Edmondson.
Yeah. For Prom
Arthurian is the last name.
for Prom King, we have Edmund Thurian. And people are very excited about that answer, though no one seems to be surprised. We'll go Edmund.
We'll walk Edmund to the stage, help them up the stairs, and then back away. I'm assuming you're in monster heels, like.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
weirdly, like, he seems to float in that like gentle fey way that like there's actually not a whole lot of like harsh clicking of the heels.
Excellent.
Yeah. So yes, Edmund basically floats to the stage with the help of Theo, and the principal says, "Oh, what the kids wear these days," and places the first crown on your head, and he takes out the second letter, and he goes, and for Prom Queen, and opens it and squints for a moment, and he goes, Rowan Olsen.
I'm so surprised.
Yes, you see
That's my date.
you see Joy, who I did not get around to in this one shot, just didn't work out like that, looking a little bit mad at the win, but you've made it, and Alexa will offer to help you to the stage.
Yeah.
I don't know if Rebecca wants to come also.
Becky doesn't get on stage. She doesn't want that level of attention on her.
All right, yeah,
But she
yeah,
does get up to the stage with you, and then
Yeah,
just
with Becky,
stares down
just
Miss
like-
Olsen. Where is Miss Olsen? I want to stare her down.
She is looking incredibly pleased from kind of like a side wing away from the crowd of students, but she looks like she has like recovered from her little mini meltdown with the news that Rowan has actually won the contest.
So Rowan does go up on stage to get the crown. And
Speech.
It's like, well, thank you all for all your votes, but honestly, I don't, I look really good today, but I'm not always feeling like a prom queen. Sometimes I'm a prom gent, and I think that prom queen should go to Alexis.
I don't think that she was expecting that. She's like, oh shit, that's me. And comes onto stage. Now Miss Olsen is looking displeased. Some other faculty members are not looking necessarily displeased, but definitely confused. Do you hand over the crown?
No, I put it on Alexis. Like, Alexis are the queen. I am the regent. And
Question above the table.
Uh-huh.
Alexa wanted to be prom king.
Prom King.
Yeah,
She
but
wanted to be the daddy.
it's all good. I don't care.
It's okay.
It's
I'm
about
sorry.
the gesture of Rowan giving it away.
I can change
Yes.
the king.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
This is prom king. I don't feel like the king today, so here you go.
Thank you. And Alexa gracefully takes the crown and kind of just holds it for a moment. And people in the crowd, there's like a little bit of like a confused muttering, but then you start to get some shouts of agreement. People are like, it's like, yeah. And eventually there is a chorus of people yelling, chanting, that's the right church, chanting in support of what you have done. And I'm trying to think if you guys should roll on this also, but I don't really know. I don't really know if there needs to be one, because it's just genuinely the right thing to do. And eventually, from the stage where the principal and Dean are just trying to like calm down the students, like, okay, they get the DJ to put the music back on so people will start dancing again. You see Miss Olsen leave through the doors. She walks out.
Is Edmund doing something, or am I?
No one has
I mean,
said
yeah.
anything, so.
We're filing back and getting back to the business, yeah.
I think that Rowan is going to try to chase after her.
I was gonna go after Miss Olsen too, but like in the shadows. But also didn't want to leave Edmund by himself. But I guess you have to have dance with Alexis now?
Not sure how this works. We've sort of thrown tradition out the window.
Aw, this is really cute though. Edmund did a very beautiful dress and Alexis in a very smart suit.
I think that it would be much more appropriate, and Alexa like goes and takes your hand, Theo, and like puts and like kind of like tugs you into the dance circle in the general vicinity of Edmund, and Alexa will hold hands out for whichever, if both of her dates may take them.
Edmund will take off the crown and place it on Becky. It doesn't go with my color scheme anyways. And then he'll abscond with Theo for a dance.
Cool, now everyone's looking at Theo. Great.
Yes. Let's just dance at Theo.
Yeah.
Essentially, of course. If you want to watch.
Yeah.
Or dance.
You know? Can you crank that? Alexa yells up to the DJ in the booth, and he takes like his headphone and she's like, "Cut the slow song! Just put it back up!" He obliges, and people get back to dancing as per upbeat party style.
Nobody wants to do the Cupid Shuffle. You've played this 3 times.
I have a quick question. As a vampire, am I really strong?
You can be for narrative fun.
Okay, for narrative purposes, excellent. I'll definitely do the like holding holding Edmund up stake like at the end of
Dirty dancing.
Dirty dancing.
Yes!
You'll be a beautiful butterfly in the sky.
No.
You can put this baby in a corner any day.
Okay, Jennifer Grey. Would we like to close on a prom moment, or do you want to close out this final string with Miss Olsen as well?
I will kill her if we have to.
Well, Rowan ran after her.
I was gonna say, in the immediate aftermath, like, did Rowan start moving all herky-jerky, or is she okay?
No, Rowan is physically okay. I don't know about emotionally, that's not my call.
That's why
But
she ran.
Yeah, I think Theo was going to go after Rowan and Miss Olsen until they got pulled into like a dance situation.
oh, I see.
But-
Okay, I thought that got retconned when you said that you were gonna do it slowly. That's my bad.
Oh, no worries. But
Yeah.
like Theo's
This
only
dance thing, just cover that up for you to follow. You can
it's
still
fine.
follow.
The only thing that Theo would be concerned about is just Rowan having to deal with this on her own. Like, wouldn't want to like leave a friend to have to like confront a parent about something very serious without any kind of like moral support. So like would maybe kind of make eye contact, make suggestion to the group of us to kind of go back her up if it's
Well,
needed.
maybe she started running and you all were dancing, and then after you finished, you're like, oh, wait, she's gone.
I think we all got a little like mixed up out of order. Yeah, if like we had seen Miss Olsen run, you run after her. If Theo alerted Edmund and like Becky, Edmund
Yes,
would
this
like,
can all
run right
happen.
after.
This can all happen one after the other. So yes, there is dancing. Miss Olsen leaves in frustration. Rowan leaves. Theo sees it, and you all kind of silently agree to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, Rowan is a little bit ahead of y'all. So you when you walk out, you see Miss Olsen kind of just in this empty school hallway, and she goes down the hallway and she pushes through like one of the exit doors, and just steps outside into like the teachers, like it's like probably like the teachers' parking lot's mostly empty right now. And lights a cigarette, like screws up the lighter a few times and eventually lights it.
Miss Olson.
Rowan, and she throws it down and stomps it out immediately.
Look, I'm not sorry, but I didn't mean to upset you that much.
That has to be a roll.
Yeah.
That has to be a roll. I don't know what to make you roll with because I think you're being genuine?
Yeah.
I don't think that's exactly a shut someone down. I guess that'll be keep your cool still.
Okay, so that's cold. That's cold.
Cold, yeah.
That's a minus
Uh-oh.
1. Where's my dice roller? It went away. So she's being genuine. She didn't want to make her dad upset.
Yeah.
You can be better, Miss Olson. You can change. You can go to therapy. Do what the older generation needs to do.
At least she calls her parent figure Miss Olson.
Get some help from having to breathe in
My
all of
God.
that leaded gasoline in the air.
I got a 3, but I think didn't I have a +2 earlier? That'll only be 5.
Do you have a string on her? Or anything like that?
I also redeemed channel points for a +2.
I got the channel points really early.
I don't know if us stealing something gives any sort of like we have a thing of
Well, if you
hers.
guys are watching this in the background, I would allow you guys to like contribute, and I would consider it like a string.
Well, I used my channel points from earlier to make the 3 into a 5. So not my
Okay.
somebody gave it to me.
Do we have bond in this? Like I know that's in some Power of the Apocalypse
I have
games.
2 strings on Rowan because I know their secret. That also means I know Miss Olsen's secret.
I mean, okay, the failing of this roll is unfortunate. However, it might just be what has to happen. If
Miss Olsen has to die.
yeah, so I think she kind of through the forbidden category. Okay, so she kind of implodes basically, and she's like silent for a moment, and you can see like her eye twitching if you look really closely, and she says, "You're not sorry? You're not sorry?" And kind of just begins to yell at you about all of the things that she gave and everything that she has done for you, and how you have made a mockery of her and thrown it all away.
Theo doesn't speak up for much, but is definitely not gonna stand still while their friend gets yelled at by their parent. Would probably get kind of mad and maybe yell something back that's just like, that's literally the bare minimum. Meeting those expectations.
And Rowan yells back that they're their own person, and Miss Olsen has no right to treat her like that. She still calls this woman Miss Olsen.
Okay, so Theo is stepping out from the shadows, so someone go ahead and roll shut someone down and take a +1 because you guys are working like together now.
Do you want to roll or do you want me to roll? I have things, but do you want to roll it, Janie, or do you want me to? It's your moment.
I know. What am I rolling in? What's that?
It's 2d6 and then cold.
I think
Yeah, shut someone down.
Shut someone down is cold, yeah.
Oh my gosh, so 6.
But you get +1 from me because I'm helping you.
Oh, okay. I did not. That audio did not come through for me. I apologize. So a 7 is. Okay. So choose one below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return. So your options are they lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, you gain one on them. They gain a condition, or you take one forward.
I guess a condition.
Okay, and what condition would you like to give her?
Is remorse a condition?
Yes, it can be nearly anything.
Yeah, remorse.
Remorse. So it looks like she's going to yell back at you, but seeing someone step up and speak for you is kind of moving to her as someone who is clearly doing this for a fucked up reason. Probably didn't have a lot of friends in high school. Things didn't go the way that she wanted. So seeing that someone genuinely cares about you and has stepped up to protect you has given her this remorse. I just wanted the best for you.
But why did you do this? I'm not even real.
Ow.
From the back of the hall, you just hear, "You're real to me."
Yeah, I'm just like, everything you've done
You're also
tonight
real
has
to me.
proven that you're more real than Miss Olsen ever was.
Is there anyone
Also,
else
like, half the
hiding
people
back there
being,
that
like,
wants
super
to
fake
step
out there anyways.
I'm sorry, it's very hard to walk across this asphalt in these heels. As he's just like hanging
I
back on
carry
the
you if you
sidewalk.
want.
But they're cute on you.
They are, thank you. It's just kind of like hobbling across to
You
get
will
closer to
definitely
Rowan.
carry you if you want.
I may need to be carried back inside the gym. Let's focus. This is for Rowan right now.
I think really I don't even know if she knows what to say to you.
Are you doing this because you want what's best for Rowan, or because you want what's best for you? Because those are really different answers. If you want what's best for Rowan, just, like, listen to her.
You've already had a successful roll that I'm going to allow to continue. So what is it that you wanted from all of this, Rowan?
I want to just have the freedom to be my own person. I don't want to have to do everything in this stupid book. I don't like anybody on this list of dates that you gave me. I don't like guys.
You've made that abundantly clear today.
Yeah. I can make it more clear.
That's okay. You don't have to make it more clear.
I'm also okay with you not making it more clear right now.
Maybe a little bit in the background.
I apologize for placing such strict guidelines on you regarding this.
For placing guidelines, maybe? Not such strict ones, but in general?
Sure.
Peanut Gallery really got you, Rowan.
I don't. But can you just take them away? can you, whatever kind of...
I clearly can't make you follow anything. That too you have made abundantly.
Do you have, is there like something you can do to make sure that you don't? Like magic or something?
I think she kind of just looks at you like, what are you on about?
Like, I don't know.
If you are asking her to try to perform magic, which she cannot do, on herself to restrict herself from doing something that she ultimately wanted to do, that's an incredibly hard sell.
Yeah.
I feel like what Rowan is asking, correct me if I'm wrong, Janie, you're just asking her to like make a promise to you as like a person, but that might be seem magical because she's never done it before.
That thought has not occurred to her.
Can you just, can you promise me? I don't know. I don't know what all you did to make me like I am, but could you just promise me you'll just let me be myself and not undo it?
Promise all of
when
us.
Sorry, what did you say?
Because Edmund's just like, nope, make that promise to all of us, knowing that he, as a Fae, if she fucks up, he gets to do shit.
I was just gonna say, like, so much fake shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was gonna come in with the lovely little Ring of Lies spell that I have, that if she lies during this promise, she could feel excruciating pain.
I will come in on logistics and say that she can promise her intent, but what happens in the future is not something that can be like a lot, like
It's not solid, it's not.
a lie. However, she does say, I promise to allow you to be yourself going forward. Whatever that means.
Okay, well, I'm not doing any of this. She offers the book back to you. This is you. You've already lived this. I'm not reliving it for you.
I think she'll take it, but I don't think she has anything else to say. I'm not here to run a villain redemption game. I'm not.
And we're taking Rowan out for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
No curfew.
Yeah. Oh, that's in character. I think, she takes the book and she just gestures you back towards the door and turns her back to you.
You're not my mom, so what to do?
Slumber Party starts playing in the mind of Becky.
Before we
Those of
turn
you who
away.
don't know what it is,
Turn
it's a very gay song. Let's be honest, it's a delight.
As soon as Theo turns around and we start walking back towards the gym, like back to Miss Olsen, just like sweating, just so much like, oh, I think I'm gonna be having a panic attack, like so much like anxiety.
I'm proud of you. You've never stood up to an adult like that.
No, I lied to Miss Daniel earlier too.
What? Would you like a mushroom?
Eat?
Yeah. Oh, you're
I
breaking
don't-
rules tonight, so if you want one, it's available, but you don't have to try one.
I don't know if I can.
You can
Like
split half of one. Start small.
Theo's concern is that they might just like not be able to.
Not feel it,
Oh,
yeah.
I know what the concern is.
Admin doesn't.
Yeah.
So
I'll
what does do?
So it's a mild hallucinogenic. It's what I have bred in my basement. I also have just plain weed. Come on, chill out.
I don't think that would affect me because I'm made of plastic.
But are you though? Like, how
Before-
plastic is Rowan actually?
In whatever transformation process that Miss Olsen enacted, you definitely have become like incredibly human-like. There are still some things that are like uncanny about you, but you like appear to be flesh. Like, you've eaten food before, but it would be dubious if you've never tried it before. You don't know if it would work. It doesn't usually work the first time anyway.
We'll do it together, Rowan, and be not sure what's gonna happen.
Both
Oh, no.
pretending to be high.
Miss Olsen said that none of that could affect me, so I shouldn't even try it, but she probably lied.
Before we do
Sounds like
leave
something
Miss
a parent
Olsen
would do to
behind,
make you not do drugs.
you would be like, oh, and next time you want to be such a controlling bitch, use a puppet, not a mannequin. And then turn around to sassily walk away like that made any sense to anybody.
That'd be such a creepier game.
Snap your fingers.
If you're a puppet, just...
It's just
snaps,
Pinocchio,
turns.
but terrible. Pinocchio was
He
actually.
does have to put a hand on Theo's shoulder to, like, stabilize himself on the fucking asphalt.
I'll carry you.
What if she does it again? Would that be like a...
Oh, if she breaks her promise to not let you be free, bad things happen
No.
to her. Don't worry about it.
Another mannequin. Or a
Oh,
puppet.
like another mannequin?
Or a puppet.
I think maybe Becky could deal with that later. I have the thing still.
Okay.
The thing.
I'm just worried that she'll like keep making them and then I like have all mannequins.
Oh no,
that-
no, she's done with that now.
But now,
The
darling,
night
just...
before, there's like a momentary flashback of the night before where she's having nightmares of like doing this again and the cataclysm
It's
that
like
will
House
bring
of
upon her.
Wax. It's just
Yeah, she sees into this house of wax and sees that it's only going to bring terror and doom to the entire world. So she knows better than to try this again.
Okay.
I'll trust you.
Why doesn't somebody just tell me, how does your prom night end?
Happily.
At a Waffle House, I heard.
At a Waffle House. Absolutely.
Cunnilingus at a Waffle House.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as the camera zooms
It's a
out.
Waffle House.
As the camera zooms out, we start at a table surrounding some waffles and toast, where Theo and Edmund, and some other friends maybe made along the way, sit in a large corner booth of a Waffle House. Meanwhile, Rowan, Rebecca, and Alexa are in another corner of the Waffle House. Ending their prom night, you catch the camera catches a glare from the crown pin as it falls onto the somewhat dirty tile floor. Happy Pride Month, everybody! That's the most communal thing I ever narrated. Why don't we do some outros, and if you have enjoyed this game, not only should you follow our lovely players, but please donate to our charity, the Community Pride Center of Northern Central Florida. Please check that out, and let me do some outros in the reverse order that we did intros. So Steven, take it first.
There's me. I'm Steven. Yeah, you can find me online at DJ Stevosaurus on Twitter. Good luck if you enjoyed that Twitter page. Something's wrong with you. But you can find me around here on Neon Lights Roleplay. I am a part of A Blade's Will as Akihito Inazuka, your neighborhood-friendly dog tour. And also on the up-and-coming secret show that I, again, still don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, so I'm not gonna. In August, you can find me on Lost Caravan RP as Quincy Hopkins on Orbital Blues. But that's it. I played Edmund tonight. And that's it. That's all I got.
Bailey, where can we find you?
Yeah, I'm just seeing here in chat that we reached our donation goal tonight. So yay!
Yay!
So good job, everybody. I'm Bailey, or Skepsis on internet handle areas, or Skepsis_Re. I write TTRPGs. I have a super gay TTRPG book that's called Chromatic Gamut that you can look at. It's on my profile if you want to check it out. I play on the Neon Light server every other Saturday during the Chimeron campaign that I play with Janie. And yeah, it'd be great to see you there. And I played Theo tonight, and Theo definitely super awkwardly asked Edmund out for real at the end of the Waffle House date.
All right.
Everybody loves a pan-ace couple.
Yay!
Us old Tumblr / ex-Tumblr users remember All or Nothing.
We remember the comic.
I remember Quizilla. Before Tumblr was there, Quizilla fanfiction was there with us.
I have a fanfiction.net account. Yeah, Corndog, where can we find you?
Hey everyone, I'm Corndog McGraw. You can find me on the internet at Corndog McGraw. Tonight I played Becky, the just very open, slutty Victorian ghost, who is actually a witch and a person, not a ghost yet. You can find me at the Waffle House. No, you can't. I live not near one. But you can find me in 2 weeks over on Debt Magic Juice's channel playing All Hail the Queen with Sir Heck, who is our amazing moderator for tonight. Thank you, Heck. And yeah, catch me on the internet. I'm real pissed off today. So this was a great cutaway. Thank you very much, Max.
And you're welcome. And Janie, where can we find you?
I'm Janie. I played Rowan, the person who went from doing whatever her parent figure said to completely coming out and being her own person at the end of it. We put a whole special episode of a TV show into this game.
Yeah.
You could find me here on Neon Lights playing in games with most of these people. I also play on other channels, and I can't remember what they are right now. A Singularity's one, and other wherever I can play. And you can find me on social media that I remember to sign up for at JaniePot7575 if I remember to log in and post, which I might not, but don't tell anybody.
And I am Max. You can find me anywhere that I want you to find me on the internet at Arcane Goth. You can find me releasing on the 3rd of July, which I think is Monday. I will be in a one-shot of Thirsty Sword Lesbians, produced by Boppermatic, where I am a staff member. You can find me here every other Tuesday on Neon Lights, on Google Lame, the Yiddish Fantasy campaign with Janie. And I actually think... Oh yeah, we have coming up in July, at the end of the July, we have Fae Fair on TTRPG. I'm also vending at Shaolin Comic-Con on Staten Island. I am selling crochet, so come look at it. And I will be at Gen Con in August, so say hello. And then I don't know, Heck, who ran tech, thank you, Heck. I don't know if we're rating anyone, or if I should say that. Heck on tech.
We are. Say goodnight.
We are.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you for donating and happy Pride.
Thanks for helping us reach the goal.